And action. No.
Action. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the Epic Tiki podcast. My name is Luke Soin. My guest today is Carlos Rodriguez.
Yes.
He's hilarious. He's a comedian.
Comedian. And what else? What else am I? How do you see me?
You're just telling me podcaster.
Yeah.
You do it. You do the same thing that we're doing right now, but somewhere else with iPhones. You said.
Yeah,
that's what you were saying.
I built a podcast studio in the garage, but it's too hot now. So we do podcasts. He lives
in Las Vegas.
I live in Las Vegas now, and we do a podcast in seasons. Uh-huh. So it's like season 1, season 2. Da, da, da. I know they say consistency.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, we don't know. Yeah.
It's I put it on. I gotta get it to auto. Damn it!
No, it's okay. It's okay.
False start. 5-yard penalty. All right. I don't know. I said that like Mark Norman. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
Comedy.
Yeah. Comedy. Yeah.
Hey, comedy.
I worked with that cat once at the Rooster Teeth Feathers.
Mm-hmm. How was that?
And it was funny. It was cool. He was cool as shit. We were having a good time, and we went and seen Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh yeah. Okay, now it's on auto. Okay, that's better. All right, we'll just keep the other stuff and whatever. Close enough. I'll figure it out
in post.
We're still here. I just maybe cut some stuff. I don't know. We did the intro. You heard something. There's audio there, so it's good.
It's gonna be like just far away though, but then like yeah.
It'll just sound roomy, like echoey for a second. Or this was working enough and I can boost it. I don't know. I had it set to a different setting because I was recording at Punchline. So yeah. I don't know. So you were saying, you live in Las Vegas and then you were working with Mark Norman. We jumped around like a lot in that. Yeah,
this is going to be like a real ADD episode. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's you. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Right? And I know who you are.
I know. And I really try to get better at like staying on subject and it's funny because like I will also talk and I'll have the dialogue in my head and then I will continue off to where I stopped off in my head and start talking and in the conversation and people
don't be afraid to get too close on it too.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I just want to make sure you're not quiet and then I'm like, I have to tell everybody.
No worries.
But yeah, you get, sorry.
Then we're all distracted. We're like, and then, so I always do that, man. So I try to voice everything because I'm like, I have the conversation. I have half the conversation in my head, then half out loud. And then people get lost, especially with the ADD kicking.
Yeah. I've done that a lot where I'll say something or just not even like saying, because I feel like there's a voice in your head that talks and then there's one that's just kind of like pure thought. Mm-hmm. And then that one will do stuff and then I'll say things and people are like, what? And I'm like, oh yeah, I had like a thought. It was just, but you weren't there for that. Sorry.
Yeah, my bad. My bad. And we're back.
Yeah. And this is on autofocus, right? Yeah.
Okay. Boom.
I should test before people get here. Just like sit here and be like, everything's good, but I don't do that.
Well, that's why also too I got here early because we were supposed to be at 10, and I go and as doing podcasts to myself, I'm like, let me get there like 9:40, so it's like so things can get organized and cut and thing.
That is good because now it's what 10. 11.
Oh yeah.
And we started at like 10:04. I don't know, whatever. It's good because we'd be starting at 10:30 if you got here at 10.
Yeah, but that was the thing too. Like I always wondered about comics. Like I was always late to everything. But comedy stuff, I'm always on time for.
I have a similar thing. Like I'll be late, like family stuff, whatever. But yeah, comedy, I'm like, no, I have to be there on time because I can't mess it up. Like I can't. It's like you care about it so much, and then you're scared to do that wrong. Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't want.
Don't tell my girlfriend because she'll be like, "You care about that more."
Yeah, you care about. we had a time to be at the such and such, and yeah.
She's a very like time Nazi. Like she's
very punctual.
Yeah, like her parents instilled it in her, and she's like that. So she's just very like. And the nice thing is she's like, for your stuff, whatever. But for my stuff, we're on time. And I'm like, okay, yikes.
Well, it's because I think maybe, one thing, like, you're right. I really like doing stand-up, so I always want to be around, hanging out and doing it. But then also, too, like, I still have that, almost like that poor kid mentality, but for stand-up as well. So it's like, I'm so blessed and lucky to be able to get to do it. So I'm like, I want you guys to not have any reason to not have me back.
Right.
So it's like, I'll be here on time and I'll let you go. I'll take out the trash if you need me to do this. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. Like, I'll get it. I don't need money. You can just,
Yeah.
I still have that problem where I feel bad when people pay me and it's like, no, you're supposed to get paid. Like, it's not weird that people want to give you money, but I just still feel weird. Like, why would you give me money for this? It's like not.
Yeah, I have a real big problem saying no to things because like I'm like because that voice in my head is like year 2 comic would have took everything.
You almost train yourself to say yes to everything because you're like, well, I got to get good, so I have to do everything. And who cares if it's in a bar or if it's at a water park during the day? You know,
Yeah,
I've never done a water park show, but that would be.
But you've done some shit during the day, right?
Yeah,
you've done shows. Oh, they're the worst. When the sun's up and you're doing stand up, it just doesn't. For some reason, the chemicals in the air don't work.
No, the only time it kind of works is in my backyard. But
oh yeah, you do it during the day too?
Well, no, it starts at like 7:30, 7:45, but the light is still out.
Mm-hmm.
So the first few sets, sometimes, especially like May, June, July, August, it's like, you know, like there's still light outside. But I think it doesn't super matter. Like it doesn't. I think it doesn't help, but it's not. I feel like I set the show up enough that it feels like a show. So it's not like you're at a festival and you're on a stage and people are walking by and like don't give a shit or something.
That's the word. I remember doing the San Francisco Comedy Day.
Oh, I never got to do that, but yeah.
Oh man,
that looked terrible.
It's just like you're out there. I mean, it's so funny. It's great to be on the flyer. It's great to have your name up there, and all of a sudden, all your coworkers, I guess you can call them.
Yeah,
your
like, colleagues.
Yeah, your colleagues. Yeah, and they're like, I'm like, oh yeah, and then you get there and you do it, and you're like, you're just talking into the air, and yeah, it's daylight, and people are walking by, nobody give a shit, and you're like, I just want to do these 5 minutes and then just get a hot dog and hang out.
Yeah, I know. It's like if you guys want to have a picnic, why do we have to make it a show? But maybe that's comedians. Like we have to. Can we put a stage up? Can we do a show?
You know what we should do? Like it's like no, let's not do that. Yeah, I've gotten to that.
Should not do that.
Where I'm like, I don't want to like who was trying to get me to do stand up at their. They were just like, yeah. Someone had a birthday party, and they're like, you should do stand up at the birthday party. I'm like, that's not. No.
Yeah, I definitely had people suggest things like that, like do some jokes or try to be fun. I'm like, no. I think my aunt one time at Christmas was just like, do some jokes right now, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to stand up at dinner and do jokes.
Yeah.
You want me to talk about my uncircumcised dick in front of everybody? Shut up. What are you talking? No.
Like, yeah. And same thing like doing the weddings and shit. Like people were like, oh, let's do wedding. And I was like, I did a couple weddings before, and it's just like, it doesn't work. It
probably has to be like a best man speech, you know, and then the friend and you make it. I don't know. There's like a Wedding Crashers scene about that, right? Where she's trying to make it funny, Rachel McAdams, and then Owen Wilson's like, "No, you gotta be heartfelt. Like that's the way to go."
Oh yeah, no, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah,
Wedding Crashers. They said they're gonna make a sequel.
Did they?
Yeah, I think one's in the works, but they're doing that now.
I'm open to things as long as they're good. I mean, like there's few legacy sequels that are good. Like Blade Runner 2049 is very good, you know?
Oh, we should do a top 5 list right now of good legacy sequels and a top 5 of terrible
The worst ones?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, half my list is Star Wars, so.
Oh, for good or bad?
For bad.
For bad, okay.
Yeah. Good. I don't know.
I didn't mind Beetlejuice 2.
Yeah.
I didn't mind that.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Beetlejuice.
That was my girlfriend and I's first date, was that movie.
Oh, really?
No, second date. First movie, second date.
Oh, okay.
First date was Jungle Bird. But yeah, it was our first movie we ever saw. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at it. I was like, I mean, there's still some characters that didn't kind of need to be in it, but I was like, all in all, it's like, hey, I'm happy to see the gang's back, and oh, we got a cool story, and then the twist was like, oh, didn't see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was actually, the twist was a great way to deal with an actor who got canceled in real life for creepy shit. So then it's like, oh, that's who that guy was the whole time.
Yeah,
it was perfect. But it felt like, yeah, let's go back to this world and hang with these characters, and we won't. I don't remember like beat for beat if it's like a similar plot, but I feel like it was different, and it just was interesting and fun. And I felt like I was surprised, I was laughing, like it was a good time.
Yeah,
the effects were cool to see. Like they did a lot of good, like physical stuff and CGI when they needed to. I don't know, like Danny DeVito had a weird, fun thing, you know, like.
What was his name was Jeffrey something, right? Jeffrey. What the hell was his name? The dude that got canceled.
Oh, the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, something. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
That was Jeffrey something. But
I'll look it up.
And then I'm trying to think of another good legacy sequel that came out that...
like I said, Blade Runner 2049.
That's right.
That one's almost better than the original movie.
It's really... what's the word? Aesthetically pleasing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like just all it just looks like... portraits, the moving portraits, because the way that the color scheme and then just the framing of everything was really nice. I just like looking at it. I could watch it on mute.
Yeah, Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah, I knew it was Jeffrey.
That's
something.
the creepy guy.
Ever since COVID, I got fog brain to a point where it's like I used to be able to like remember everything, and people are always like, "Oh, it's just because you're getting older." It's like, no, getting older is. I understand that thing, but there's a thing of fog brain where it's like, no, I could see the person, I know part of it, but I just can't grasp it, and I can't grasp it as quick. When I was
gonna say, like, are you sure you didn't just get old during COVID?
yeah. But it's like, I'll have it all. I can give you I can give you all the information around the answer that I need to get you. It's like I can tell you all the movies that they're in, the first name probably, or the last name, or their birth date. What'd you call it?
I had this yesterday, or the last few days. I've been trying to remember. There was a movie I saw that was so good that it's like Orlando Bloom, Bryce Dallas Howard. It's on Prime. Mm-hmm. It's the only good Prime movie that just got dumped on Prime. It's about improvisers, and I haven't been able to remember the name of the movie. I keep saying Just Go With It, which that's an Adam Sandler movie, but it's called Deep Cover.
I've never seen it. I'll check it out.
It's like. Yeah, if you have Amazon, it's just on there, and it looks bad. Like if you watch the trailer, you're like, "This is gonna be stupid," and then you just think like, "I've seen some of those." Like I always joke with Ellis about Ricky Stenicki, because I was saying how much I hated that movie and I couldn't finish it, and he's like, "Everything's always Ricky Stenicki with you, huh?" And I'm like, "No," he's like, "Yeah, regular Ricky Stenicki," and I'm like, "But it was bad," and they don't make good comedies or whatever. And then this movie. It made me laugh like the whole time. It had a great script where it was like, it was kind of like surprising a few times where it had like a turn where you're like, oh shit, now what? Like, I don't know what's going to happen now. And it's a comedy, so it ends up whatever, but it's like, I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler to say it ends up pretty good for them or whatever. Hummingbird, it's gone.
Oh shit.
I'm also ADD. But I mean, hummingbirds are cool.
Yeah.
But no, so like, what?
No, he's got his favorite little toy. My dog does that too. He'll bring you his favorite toy. He's like, I want to show you what I got, man. That was a little show and tell.
Yeah, now can you pull it or can you try to grab it and I'll run away from you?
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I know, I'm all ADD too. I'm like, oh, toy.
No, but so the movie, I feel
you said it's funny. But how did you find it? Because like
I just saw the trailer. Like my algorithm on YouTube shows me movie trailers.
Okay.
And I was like, that looks interesting. I don't know. And then I was, like I'll just be here at night, like before bed, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch something.
I just throw it on in the background.
Yeah, try to get closer.
Oh, throw it on the background, and then just like all of a sudden.
Well, I'll like watch it. Like I try not to be on my phone too much or whatever, because it's like I want to watch the movie. I don't want to be like, what did I watch?
Yeah.
But and then I was just like, this is actually really good. It's shot well. It looks great. Orlando Bloom is hilarious in it. Like
Interesting.
I know,
Yeah.
but he's playing like his character is like an actor who takes himself way too seriously. So I wouldn't say it's like making fun of himself, but just the way he is, it like fits really well. Like he's just like a washed up like, what's my backstory though? And he has to make up some backstory that's stupid for him to be able to act. And then that thing ends up working out. So the plot of the movie is that Sean Bean plays this cop who hires improvisers to go undercover. Oh,
okay.
So he's like, well, you guys would be good at this because you're improvisers, so you can go with stuff. Mm. And so it's like, it's just, and then they show you like an improv show, and it's not, sometimes when they show comedy stuff in a movie, you're like, that's not how it works.
It's a good premise. And then the title, Deep Cover, it's like, oh, okay, yes. Yeah.
Mm. So, but they actually, I feel like they did enough with the improv show scenes, like how being a teacher sucks because it means you never made it. Like these little things that as a comic you feel, and they show those things, so it's honest to that. But then it's also like has this crazy high
what do they say?
High concept premise type of thing that's really silly and funny. So, you got a phone call?
Yeah, it's probably my dad.
Oh.
I was gonna say I just had it. Those who can't do teach, is like what you're saying. But
yeah.
It's funny if I can't watch comedies. It's really hard. I'm not a big comedy fan, movie guy.
Has that always been a thing, or is it because you do stand up?
It's always been a thing.
Okay.
I never thought anything was funny. Only thing I thought was funny was The Pest. I just never thought things were funny. And I did like stand up though. I did watch stand up a lot, and I thought that was funny. I think maybe because I got exposed to stand up comedy before I got exposed to comedy movies.
You're like, this isn't how comedy works. It's a guy talking, or a girl.
Because like like in the comedy movies that I would watch when I was a kid were more like something's happening and then comedy happens to happen. You know what I mean? Like Back to the Future, you have that here.
Yeah.
And like that movie is funny. It's funny, but it's like it has. It's one of the. For me, it's the best trilogy. I don't like people are like everyone has their trilogies, and that's for me. That's mine.
Not Lord of the Rings.
No, dude, my buddy read the books and he was like, "We got to go see these." And I watched it. I was watching it. And I go, "This is like reading the book. It's boring as fuck, man. This thing's taking forever."
I love it so much.
Yeah. You're just Lord of the Rings. You're just trilogies. Okay.
I'm honestly like I don't discriminate too hard on things. Like some people go, "Well, you either like Lord of the Rings or you like Star Wars or you like Star Trek or you like Star Wars or whatever." And I'm like, I like all of those things. They're all fun in their own ways. I appreciate, like, I like Star Trek sometimes.
Oh, but you were heated though. I know you got heated at me because I don't like the Batman, and you were all in the comments like, how could you not like this movie? And
the new one, the Robert Pattinson one?
Yeah. Because I hate it.
It's not perfect, but it's good. I think it's really good.
You're ridiculous. No, it was funny because I was like, we were going point for point, and then someone else, and then all of a sudden other people started jumping in too, and I was like, and I think that's probably like the last, because I don't really comment anymore on Facebook or anything like that.
I kind of stopped too. Like sometimes I'll feel like it, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to.
Yeah. I don't bother with it sometimes too. And then on top of that too, it's like you can't read really tone sometimes. And I know you, so I'm like, I know that we're just talking movie. We're going back and forth, but
I feel like Mean Dave hates me, or he thinks I hate him, maybe. But I just we like chatted in a message about something once, and I just felt like every time I talk to him, I can't tell if he's being sarcastic, or like Mean Dave, or like serious or funny or what.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I can't talk to you, and I just stopped talking to him. And I'm not mad at you, Mean Dave, but I'm mad at your internet, whatever
your internet
that
persona.
Is. Yeah. But I'm like, I can't have a conversation. It's like if I try to make a point, he undercuts it with sarcasm. If he makes a point and I don't like it, then he just makes fun. Like it just. There's no conversation being had.
Yeah, I had this one person on there. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What comments for Batman? What were you going to say?
Because I don't like it. I don't think I and you're like it's I go because you're like it's an homage to Seven. I go, there's only so much homage you can do before you're just stealing.
Yeah.
And then I think one of the points was like you were like, because I go, I see everything in this movie is a piece of another movie, all put together and compiled. And then it's like, and I felt, to me, I go, watch when we take a step back, because right now it's so new that everyone's like, so when you look at a painting and you're an inch away from it, that's all you can see. But if you step back,
that's a J.J. Abrams movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right.
Like in the moment, you're like, what a roller coaster, and then afterwards, you're like, that was retarded. Like, what happened in this movie?
And because I remember you said something about. Because I go, him walking in the. I also this is something funny too. I hated Colin Farrell as a penguin because I felt he was just doing an impression of the Raging Bull of Jake LaMotta of De Niro.
Interesting.
And then I watched the TV show, and that was way better than him in the Batman. And I was like, dude, this is
the TV show is like a masterpiece.
Yeah,
it's so good. And the Kristen Milioti,
yes,
she's like, she should have. I was joking that she should win an Oscar even though it's a TV show because she's so good. Like she deserves the higher honor or whatever.
She killed it.
It's so good.
And the thing about it was like, too, and I know people are like compare it like, it's like a Sopranos thing, and and it's like, well, just because they have an accent and they're in New York,
so that's more like reference versus like stitching together other things.
Yeah.
Because him and his mom, that's a very Sopranos relationship.
Yeah.
And he's a crime boss, and he's like,
And it's but he's like a piece of shit crime boss. Like he's not like Tony already started at the top, kind of like his dad was already,
Yeah. And Tony had like, he's bad, he kills people, but he has things about him that make him kind of a good dude.
Yeah,
like you could root for. It's hard to root for the Penguin. He's
slimy. He's a grimy guy.
Because spoilers for the Penguin.
Yeah, spoilers.
Nobody watches this. They'll watch it. They'll come back when we're famous. When the podcast is doing better, they'll come back to watch all the episodes.
They'll rewatch all these, and they're like, man.
Comment if you're one of those people in the future. Like they kind of set him up. Like you kind of like him because you're like, well, he's an asshole. He's like cheating on his girl, or he's doing all these things. but he likes this kid and he's going to help this kid out,
He's an
even if
underdog.
it's the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then he kills the kid.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God.
When I was watching it, and I was like, if he does, man, it would make this great. And then I was like, I was rooting for it, but I didn't want it to happen. But I was like, it needs to happen, so this can be even in another stratosphere. But like, I like that. And then, then the Batman 2, I think I go, oh yeah, we were going back and forth, and I go, also too, like, he's like, the fire is happening, he's walking past. I just seen that whole scene, that whole cut in the Halloween that just happened.
Oh.
And then you go, what? You can't have people walk in fire? That's like, now it's all banned for every other movie. And I go, Luke is serious about it because he's really snapping back. And then there was a point where I was like, you go, what about the bullet flare or flashes when he does that? That was fucking sick. And I was like, they already did that in a Batman movie. Nolan already did that. I was like, he did that in Dark Knight Rises.
Did he do that?
They were in the sewers and he was doing it pop, 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 and just running back and forth. And I go, it's already.
I gotta watch that one again. That's
Dark Knight,
my least favorite one, probably.
Dark Knight Rises. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Dark Knight Rises.
I know what you meant.
Yeah,
So you said the wrong one, and I was like, I know the Bane one. Yeah,
yeah.
Is it that cool though, where it's like, I feel like they did it very specifically to be. And
they also did it in the Superman versus Batman, where he's inside.
That movie's stupid.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. You didn't like.
I'm not a Snyder guy. No.
Oh no.
I mean, I like. So you're pointing out my 300 comic.
Yeah.
300's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
My thing with I've talked about this before. My thing with Snyder is that he's good at visuals. Mm-hmm. So if you write him a good story and you make him do that, then he can do something. But if you just let him like write and direct, like if he's doing, he should like just Michael be a cinematographer. Honestly, he shouldn't even be a director.
Yeah,
he's like, because he doesn't know story. Like he doesn't understand what's good about character or story or anything. He's just like, I think this would be kind of cool to do that. I don't know. I just saw it and I like it. Like
yeah.
He's an idiot. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I know he went through tough stuff. Like that doesn't matter. He's dumb. Like, I mean, I'm sad, or I don't know. It's sad, but I'm just saying, like, he's a himbo,
Yeah. No, I hear you. I get what you're saying too, because like Michael Bay's kind of like that too. Where it's like it's sensationalized. It's very sugary.
And there's a place for that, but I also feel like there's no reason to not do basic storytelling. Like just follow a 3-act structure, a Harmon story circle. Like do something so that I'm not like, what happened?
It's funny.
Like Transformers is just they're almost unwatchable.
Yeah. I found this out. I found out that Michael Bay was. I didn't know this, and then I started watching. He was a commercial director first.
Well, a lot of guys were Ridley Scott and Tony Scott. I think were commercial directors. So they can. Zack Snyder was too. I'm pretty sure.
But I think those guys. I think like those guys are older, so it's like more of a. Back when commercials were commercials, not
yeah.
Well, there was like
when the commercial told a story.
Yeah, where you didn't even need to talk. Like some of the commercials don't have even words; they just have
which is cinematic.
Happening. Yeah,
like things they're showing you, not telling you. Yeah,
and with like Michael Bay, I feel like that was a little generation where it's like we're just gonna like a whole bunch of spectacle, and we're just gonna spectacle everything.
We're gonna explode everything, and there's gonna be like a crazy sweeping camera shot with way too much depth.
Yeah,
we're gonna do parallax so that you throw up before the end of the shot.
Where's the fog machine at? We need more fog. Like we need more atmosphere in here.
Right.
And then if you watch if you go back and watch those films that he did, like Pearl Harbor looks like a giant Visa commercial for a vacation.
Right. It does. Yeah.
You're like, oh, I get it now. I get it. And so I'm not the biggest fan of that either. And Zack Snyder, like I do like The Living Dead. That one was cool.
Yeah, those like his first 2 movies were the only really good ones.
And apparently, I think James Gunn wrote it.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
So it's like you're right, a storyteller. Da 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 da.
And that's why right now, probably my favorite filmmaker. Because I mean, obviously there's like art house people, whatever. Like those guys are great. I'm not saying, but just the best overall like blockbuster director, I think, is James Gunn, because he can give you those visuals, but he can also tell you a great story that's from a character's perspective. Like,
what'd you think of Superman?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, you like
loved
Superman?
it.
I hated it.
What?
Well, I didn't hate it. I just didn't. I was like, I didn't want this Superman, but I get it.
What Superman did you want?
I don't know. I kind of wanted a more of a, because I really felt like this was Saturday morning cartoony. Everyone was wacky, and I go, okay. I get it. Maybe this should be. I even wrote in a review. I go, it should be called Superman: The Adventures of Superman's and His Buddies.
Yeah,
I mean that was it's that, and I was
it was back a little bit more, but I think that's what Superman's supposed to be. He's supposed to be like happy and positive and fun. He's not supposed to be like, I wish I was Batman, but I'm a Kryptonian, so I have to be super strong and save the world. Ugh. It's dumb.
Well, I didn't like when the shit like when the dog came in and spoiler, and then Supergirl gets like spun around by the dog, and I'm like, okay, here we go. I was watching the Flintstones. You know, it's like
really?
I felt like Bam Bam was fucking taking Dino around and getting licked in the face, and it was just like, all right.
To me, I thought they nailed Krypto because it felt like a real dog. Like
I don't
misbehaved like crazy. And then what if it was super powered? It would throw you through the wall because it's like a
and
super
there was something
dog.
else too. Oh, Lex Luthor with the fucking bingo fighting style. B47, A49.
Oh yeah. I liked it too because I thought I didn't want to see him build all that. I like the idea that he just has this crazy system and he's running around, he's masterminding. Like it's like he's in the building's like his brain and he's in there like pushing buttons and he's playing this insane video game.
I was watching, I was like, this is fucking wild. This is all over the fucking place. And I go, all right. And like I said, as I was watching, I was like, okay, I'm watching it and it's fun. And I go, okay, so then it's just, that's all I'm going to do. I'm not looking for plot because everyone's like, oh, there's plot holes here, there's plot holes there. And it's like, well, I'm not looking for plot anymore. I was out of plot in minute 7.
Yeah, I think that it's more about Superman like trying to feel like he's human. You know, it's like he's battling with, am I this alien? People think I'm the alien, but I know I'm a human. I'm a good guy. I want to be a good guy. I want to help people.
Yeah,
and like it's that sort of, he's like
he's like, what am I? And then he's like, well, I'm super they.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, that's what.
And he gets a sex changer.
Yeah, it was underlying.
They had to use kryptonite
hormone
surgery
suppressors.
tools. Oh yeah. They injected it so they could do the surgery.
That's why he wore trunks. The guy had the cod piece.
It was just a bandage that was red from blood.
Yeah, from a botched surgery.
He just never changed the bandage.
Yeah. Fucking. What did you think about Fantastic Four? You seen that one?
I liked it too, but I think you're gonna shit on it.
No, I didn't mind it. Actually, okay. Well, because it
was similar to Superman for me, where it felt fun and like the characters were I'm a little bit tired of like flawed backstory characters. Like everyone has to be like brooding and like I fucked something up in the past. And I like that Superman and the Fantastic Four were both like, we just want to do good and help people. Because I almost like kind of want that feeling right now because I feel like everything is like there's something sinister behind this thing that we like, you know?
Yeah. I didn't mind it. I was like, the only thing was like, what was it? Well, no, because I was like, I'm watching Incredibles live action, and then it's like,
right.
But Incredibles is also Fantastic Four thing.
I thought that too, and then I was like, wait, no, Incredibles is a Fantastic Four riff. So, yeah. And
then I was like, and I go, but the only thing is like, Incredibles did Fantastic Four, but better a long time ago,
right?
And
because no one could do Fantastic Four, right?
Yeah,
but this movie did it really well. I think
it did it decent, and I think the whole aesthetic too. Once again, was like, oh yeah, I like seeing old timey stuff mixed in with new technology. That's
right.
pretty cool,
like
and
retro futuristic or what's it called? Something. There's some word for that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, cool. I know there's plot holes in it too. Like I know, if you're gonna spoiler again, if you're gonna move the Earth, like what about from one egg when they did the egg, like they had another transponder over there.
Yeah.
But it's like when you move Earth, where the fuck's the transponder over at the other spot on Earth?
Right.
Like,
I did have that thought, and I was like, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because then you're like, fuck it, okay, we're having fun.
Also, like, bigger question, you move Earth, like, did you find another solar system?
Yeah.
Because you can't just put it in the middle of space. It won't have a sun. It'll freeze over.
You need a moon to make, for the
right.
for waves and whatever, and all kind of other shit, cycles for women. No, let's not forget that.
They didn't, yeah. Actually, this movie's not very progressive. If you think about it.
Yeah. We're canceling it. No.
Yeah, you're canceling Fantastic Four. But no, I was surprised. Like, I liked that in the middle, they just do this like cosmic journey where they just like, yeah, we're just going to go on a rocket and go faster than light and then meet Galactus at a spaceship and fucking like go to an event horizon and lose the Silver Surfer into it. Like, it was just all these cool, I didn't see that. and I'm glad it wasn't in the trailer. Like they didn't spoil all the sequences. They didn't show you every fucking, because so many trailers have to be like, here's every little piece of the movie, and now you're just waiting for each scene to show up in the movie so you know it's almost over, versus like getting lost in it a little bit.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. I was like, yeah, I go, this is fun. I go, okay, because I had already had the mind frame of watching this, but I was like, okay, well, we're just going to have fun. And I was like, and I feel like Marvel movies have been so bad for so long now that any little thing that's decent, it's almost like alternative comedy. You know, it's like, when is the joke coming? And then finally it's like, at least something I can laugh at or something I can enjoy.
Yeah. This felt like just like if you're using your stand-up analogy, it's like just a regular comic hitting punchlines. That's what Fantastic Four was. It was like just hit all the buttons. I feel like I saw a full movie. I like the teases for next time, and I felt like every character got a good
screen time.
Yeah, like Mr. Fantastic, he's like trying to protect everything, you know. I don't know. Now I'm having brain fire. But yeah, he was trying to like protect his family, and he couldn't. He's like, no, I'm going to do it anyways, and I'm going to figure it out with science and whatever. And then, you know, I feel like the only character that kind of, like, even Johnny was like, he figured out a language. Yeah. They didn't make him like an idiot. You know, it's kind of cool that he was a little smarter.
Yeah, because I mean,
he had his
is
own plot.
A rocket scientist. It's like, yeah, you would think he'd be able to comprehend.
Yeah.
Some people were arguing about that.
Is he supposed to be a rocket scientist? I don't know.
Well, they're all supposed to be astronauts.
Right, but I don't know if they're all like Reed is the smart one.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Sue is smart, but I thought Johnny was just like an all-American athlete, you know.
I don't know. Like I thought that they were like
Ellis to tell us he knows these things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I just thought that they were all like, yeah, we're astronauts, and we also happen to be a family and friends really close. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, that's why they went to space, and then they got all these things.
And Ben Grimm is the pilot. I thought he was the only one that kind of had like a very one-dimensional plot of like, I like girl, I will talk to her. Yeah. And then, okay, the movie's over. Sorry, didn't get to go on a date or anything. I don't know. The
thing I liked about him, though, his character, the direction that they kind of went with him is I like that it was a contrast because he's very soft for being a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like,
yeah, that's a good, never didn't think about that.
Yeah. I was like, okay. Because like, you know, Michael Chiklis is like, hey, how you doing over there?
Yeah.
Move out of the way.
That's what you think the thing would be. Yeah.
And then he's like, they're like, do it, say it. He's like, that's not me. I don't say that. That's in the cartoon. Very soft, very gentle. And then.
That's interesting because I was watching, I'm like, it feels like his performance is so subdued because I've seen The Bear. I didn't see the new season yet.
I haven't seen The Bear yet. I wanted to check it out. That's one of the things I gotta catch up on.
It's really good. Season 3 is a little rough. Everyone hated it, I guess. Like my girlfriend and I thought it was fine. Like we didn't hate it, but I've heard season 4 is better. So, but he's great in that show. Eben Moss, whatever his name is. But it's like it feels like a subdued version of that guy. Like you gave him a horse tranquilizer because he's just so like you know, and then it's just I don't know because he's like cooking, so you're like it's like the bear.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's supposed to be a reference or if the thing is a cook, but I'm just like, you're just doing the bear thing. I'm clapping because in the trailer he's like, okay, that's the sauce there. And you're like,
now we're cooking. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I like the movie.
And I didn't even go to the movie theater to see it because I was losing faith in Marvel. So I didn't go see Thunderbolts in the theater.
Oh, that was pretty good.
It was good. I was like, dude, this is really, yes.
And I'm guessing you haven't seen all the little TV shows that add up to that movie.
Yes. I watched everything. And that's why I was like, I go, this shit sucks. And that's why I'm saying I was losing my thing. Yeah. The only thing I didn't watch was, the space one.
Space one.
Samuel Jackson's.
Oh, that one.
Secret.
That's so bad.
That's what I heard. I heard. And after I got done seeing.
I forget about it all the time. And then someone brings it up and I'm like, I can't believe that was a thing.
Secret Invasion?
It's so bad.
Yeah, because I watched She-Hulk.
They should just pretend like it didn't happen.
I watched Miss Marvel. And then I was like,
those are all good. Like they're all watchable. There's they're a little long sometimes, but there's stuff in it that's like that was worth seeing. You know?
Yeah. And then I think I stopped. I think I watched the last Loki season, and then that was it.
I like Loki was great. Even season 2 I thought was great. Did you like Moon Knight?
I liked Moon Knight, and I'm mad that they didn't bring it back. I was like, dude, this is good. I was like, I like this. I like this like heady, like existential thing, and I was like,
and the mental illness thing of him having like different personalities.
Yeah, and the acting was great.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. I always say Oscar Isaac, Pedro Pascal, and Edgar Ramirez are always people that I'm always like.
You know what? That's nice for Edgar Ramirez that you include him in that high because he's not as famous as those guys.
He's not as famous as those guys, but he acts his ass off, and if you look at his catalog, you're like, oh, he's in good stuff. Okay. Oh, and he does good jobs. Like he's in Domino. He's in.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yeah, he's in.
My name is Domino Harvey. I'm a bounty hunter.
Yeah,
I remember that was really annoying at the time to me. Like, she kept saying it the whole
little
time.
Things that irk you that it's almost like a little ankle that you like to fuck with a little bit. It's like, oh, I hate that irks the fuck out of me, but I like to say it. I like I'll watch it again.
It's like an earworm. It's like almost a commercial jingle, but it's I don't know. I remember the trailer. They just kept saying it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Earworm. I like that. That should be like a comedy cover or comedy album title.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a term for. I think it's a term for stuff.
I like that. There's the movie with Eric Bana, and it was like I'm losing the title right now in my head, but he's a cop. He's a co-op. It's like a demonic one.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah, he plays a priest in there, and he does a really good job. I mean, he did. It was terrible. Point Break was terrible, though, the remake that he was in.
Oh, yeah, I never saw that.
I want to say it was called Deliver Us from Evil.
That's what. Okay, let's see.
And then he also he does a lot of good stuff.
Delivered 2014. Wow, that's a long time ago.
He's in the movie Carlos about the assassin. Edgar Ramirez has a really good catalog, man, and he should be. As soon as Pedro Pascal,
he was in Borderlands. His top 3 things are like Point Break, Borderlands, like bad movies. I don't know what Gold is. I haven't seen that.
Gold is what? Isn't that where Matthew McConaughey?
Oh, I guess. Yeah, I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, Gold was when the guy lied about mining gold and sold it. It was a Reno. The dude's from Reno.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was interesting.
Interesting. Yes. Well, yeah, that's cool. So, okay. Oh, he was in Jungle Cruise as like the evil captain.
Yeah, he's in a ton of shit, but and the thing about it is like the problem is he keeps getting in things that are like he's big spectacle stuff that doesn't work.
Right, he's almost like he reminds me of Taylor Kitsch, where he's a great actor, but he just gets in the worst projects like Battleship, fucking. Trying to be Gambit. John Carter of Mars.
I liked it when I first seen it.
It's not a bad movie.
It's fun. That's a fun one.
It's creative and silly, and it's not perfect, but it's like the Valerian and City of a Thousand Planets movie. It's like it's not like a good film, but it has a lot of cool shit going on in it. It's very cool to watch.
It's entertaining. It's super colorful. Yeah. Just running around and like, okay, we get it. This is cool. Let's see what else is in this world.
There's a lot of movies like that where they're not a good film and they should have had a better chance because they're actually at least they're trying to do stuff like we were talking about Star Wars for a second. I think I actually, because of the new movies, I like the prequels more.
The 1, 2, and 3 episodes now.
Yeah, because they were at least trying to be like, let's show new planets, new technology, new aliens, new societies. Mm-hmm. And the new sequels are like, we're going to go back to a desert planet. It's not Tatooine, but it's a desert planet, so it's the same. And then we're going to go to a salt planet. It's not snow, but it has AT&T walkers. They walk like gorillas now, but it's the same. It's like we didn't want you to repeat. We just wanted you to make movies that felt like the old ones.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean like tell the same story again and then like the same visuals and like ignore A-wings and B-wings and like don't make new spaceships and don't show us new shit. Like, I don't know. I don't want to go. I did this with Sal Kalani on the last episode. We did Star Wars for like an hour.
Sal's great. I love Sal. I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah. When he used to host the Punchline on Sundays, it was the best
in San Francisco.
Yeah, because like I would go up there, and he would funny because he would shit on the comics that would go up, but it would be like a very fun, slight way. And he's like, yeah, just kind of walk up there. He's like, all right, you guys, sorry about that. All right, so the next comic,
like a very smooth, light roast, and a blonde roast of the last comic.
Yeah, it's so fun. I was like, man, I can't wait for this guy to keep going back up.
Yeah,
and then when it'd be his friends. would be even more fun because they get it and they
he
go
could
back.
actually say whatever. Yeah,
and they go back and forth. Yeah. Oh man, I think Mike Morales was another one of his buddies. That we go back and forth. I was like, okay, that's entertaining. But the Star Wars. I wasn't into him, but I watch them, and then I'm like, okay, I get it. I know the story. I get all that stuff. But I also didn't like the last section, last of them.
Rise of Skywalker is really bad.
Yeah.
Force Awakens was where we were saying about like looking at something too close, like the painting. Mm-hmm. That's what the Force Awakens was. I think it was just like, yeah, they did the practical effects, and it looks so cool, and it was shot on film, and it's J.J. Abrams, and the cast is so fun, and the cast was great. But yeah, it's like after you see it a couple times, you're like, oh, it's just A New Hope again.
Yeah.
And then, but there's a lot of cool ideas, like the Knights of Ren, like Snoke. Like, oh, I want to see where these things go. And then the next movie was like, nah, fuck that shit. We're not gonna. I'm gonna do this other thing that deconstructs Star Wars and makes everyone hate me.
Yeah.
Like Rian Johnson. I always was joking that Rian Johnson's like a Star Trek fan who snuck his way in to Star Wars to ruin it so that everyone would hate it. That's what it felt like. I also thought of it like, it's like J.J. Abrams created this little sandbox with all his toys, like his action figures, and then Rian Johnson came in with a bunch of firecrackers and blew them up. He's like, oh, you think it's cool that Rey gives Luke the lightsaber? Well, fuck that.
Yeah.
You know, like the movie starts on that tone of like, everything you thought, it's upside down now. Whoa. And I'm like, fuck you, Rian Johnson. You're not clever. I think he's an idiot. I don't know.
He recently said that he didn't really give it enough attention that he should have. He admits it just recently. He goes, I was more focused actually on the Knives Out and the Knives Out things.
It's like, then don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It's like the opportunity of a lifetime, but then like there's a billion people who would like, I'd rather have someone, I don't know. I can't.
People died going to see that movie. Like I remember reading the newspaper.
They died?
I remember reading the newspaper. I remember seeing or reading about how, it's funny because I say I read the newspaper, but it was a Sacramento Bee article on Facebook. But
right,
that someone had walked out and gave the ending away, or gave the Harrison Ford thing away.
Oh.
And they beat him up, and he died.
In Sacramento, this happened?
It wasn't in Sacramento, but it was in the paper, and I was like, on the Sacramento thing. That's why that's how I know it wasn't fake news. And I was like, oh, okay. But they were so people were serious about that movie, and for you to just go off and fuck around and be like, yeah, well, I'm really working on this Daniel Craig mystery.
And look, Knives Out's like pretty good. I like the first one. The second one was annoying. It felt like someone who's like, I'm smarter than you are. That's the tone of that movie to me, is like, I'm going to tell you a plot and you're not going to guess it. Just, all right. And then I'm going to make fun of billionaires because they're all dickheads. I mean, they are, but you did it in such a cunty way that I don't like you. Like it just feels stupid. So I'll watch the next one though.
And you were talking about, but we're talking about Dark Knight? No,
Batman?
No.
The Batman. Penguin, Dark Knight.
I just forgot his name again. I said Pedro Pascal, Edgar Rodriguez, Ramirez, Oscar Isaac. Yeah. What was that? The Marvel thing that he was in?
Moon Knight.
That's what it was. Moon Knight.
I've still got a couple pins in my head from the beginning to go back to. Also, by the way.
Okay.
I've been trying to like. Since I've been doing this, like restarted my podcast, whatever, I'm trying to like work those muscles of, because you had some story about you were going to see a movie with Mark Normand. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And we need to do our list of best and worst legacy sequels.
Yeah.
But we'll get to so Moon Knight, you were going to say something.
No, I really liked it because his acting, he acted his ass off because, like you said, he had the split personalities, and then also to the visuals and stuff. And they were like, and Ethan Hawke, one of my favorite actors, and I was like, yes, I was like, right on, yeah. And I was like, I enjoy. He's one of those villains that you're like, you're waiting to come back on screen because I want to see you again. I'm not scared of you, but I'm really like, I want to see what you're gonna do next.
I need to watch it again because when I watched it, I felt just underwhelmed a lot. Like I was wanting more from it, and it felt like I felt the budget restriction on it because there was times where it was a cool. It's weird because it's a cool device to be like he doesn't remember what happened, so it just cuts to him when he comes back, right? Like he's one guy, then he blanks out and he wakes up and he's on a truck on a road and there's dead people around him. He's like, what happened? That's very cool, but then now you missed that action scene.
Yeah.
Now we don't get to see what happened, and you saved money. Mm-hmm. That's what it feels like to me.
Oh, okay.
And then I also just, I don't even remember what Ethan Hawke wanted, and he seemed like a hippie, and I don't know, it just bothered me. But
it's funny because
I was watching it week to week, and it was a while ago. So
I just, it always reminded me of, I just was like, hey, this is kind of like Fight Club, but just like you can't. Yeah. He's like Tyler Durden. Like you don't know when he's gonna pop up.
And they're not there at the same time most of the time. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. I like that. I was like, I really like this. And then because I'm in question. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is this? And then also when they're revealing, I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But they stopped doing that. They canceled that season. And then he
might come back as the character, but yeah, I don't know if they'll do like another Moon Knight show, right? Like
I don't think so. I think that they're Kevin Feige.
Clip it. No, Kevin Feige.
Feige. He said that they definitely were about quantity and not quality for these last two phases or something like that.
Yeah, and I think that was probably like they got excited, like we could do no wrong. And then I also think that the studio.
Yeah, like, Disney did its Disney thing.
Right, Bob Chapek and Bob whatever, the one that came back.
Eisen.
Oh yeah,
Bob Iger. Bob Eisner.
Eisner? No, that's Will Eisner. Wait, fuck. You know what we're talking about. They both are like, we need to have a certain amount of shows for Disney Plus, so they just banged shit out, and it wasn't. You could tell like all these series, like they're good stories, characters, like. It'd be cool to see them, but they just didn't refine it. It was like a bunch of unfinished diamonds or whatever. Like
they were just trying to do the whole Disney. Let's burn and turn, man. Let's get these tables out here so we can get more people in these tables.
What's weird is like that's not always how Disney is. Like some of the stuff they do is like so good, and there's like just different. I mean,
well, it's because I don't watch it, but I know that by looking at just being a casual observer, like Disney Channel, like that's their MO. Yeah. Like these kids are going to grow up. We need to hurry up and burn and turn and and put out 3 seasons of this, 4 seasons of this, only 3 and 3 and 3, and then we got to do another one, and then we're going to rename it now because also too I found out about you know about that right there. They renamed stuff like instead of doing like let's say Hannah Montana all the way through. It's like, okay, Hannah Montana, and then we stop, and then we're going to make now Hannah Montana's Summer Vacation, or a Slew House.
Oh, and it's like the same series, but they just...
change the name so they don't have to pay you residuals after you get to a certain amount of episodes.
Yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah, so they were like, kind of like doing like that. And so with the Disney Plus, I feel like that's what they're like, all right, we have to do our same channel model now with the streaming model.
Right. Well, and that's why like a good CEO would realize... okay, for this product, we need these people making it, or it won't be good, and you won't get your return on investment. Because, like, the thing is art has to be good, and you can merge art and commerce. Like, there's plenty of examples of when it works. It's just you have to like let things happen a certain way. Like, that's another reason why I like James Gunn so much is because of his quotes, and we'll see how it goes. Like, I think Superman was good. Like, overall, everyone seemed to like it. Except for the Snyder Bros and you, but no, no. I know you said you liked it, just didn't love it.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't love it. I was like, oh, this is what I'm watching. I was like, okay, never mind. I was like, oh, okay. It's like almost like, okay, they want to sell toys too. I get it. Yeah. And I was like, all right, well, this is not. Then I started because I also realize this now. Even though I grew up with it, it's not for me anymore. Like, because what people are doing like are aiming for a different demographic using the things I grew up with. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also think that you can make things for everybody. Like I'd
like that.
I hate that excuse for, like, George Lucas has said that, where he's like, well, Star Wars is for kids. And I'm like, well, you could still make your actors act and not just let them turn in shitty wooden performances.
Yeah.
I mean, when you make Natalie Portman suck, like, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, we were talking about the Indiana Jones, like the last one.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's not for me anymore, but it's like I did grow up with this character, and now I see what you're trying to do.
That's not the problem with that movie. The problem with that movie is, but wait, real quick, I just want to say about James Gunn was, what I like about him, and I hope he does, is he's like, we're not going to make a movie if the script isn't there. And he was just saying, he didn't name it, I think, but he was suggesting, like, there's a script that we got and it's not there, so we're not making the movie yet. We're gonna wait. And I love that. Like, I hope, because he's actually smart and understands, like, I mean, almost everything he's done has been, an 8 out of 10 or 7, at least a 7, if not a 8, 9, 10, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm glad he's in charge of that stuff, and I'm excited to see what else comes out. But yeah, what was that?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, yeah. I think that one was just, it was in the oven too long. There was too many hands in that pie. And then we got this movie that's like a Frankenstein of too many, like, let's have this character, this like Fleabot. What's Fleabag?
Phoebe Snow, Phoebe, and
Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
And you know, it's funny that we're her, right? Okay, so I love Fleabag. I like the show.
Yeah.
It's such a good show. And then, you know, they're giving her all this stuff to do and writing, because she also made another show too that I really liked in England. It was like, I think it was called Squatting or Squatters. Anyways, she also, spoiler alert, she also kills fucking 007. She wrote the last 007.
Right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so she's fucking killing off all these men characters, or you know, and it's like, I get it. You want the women to be empowered. It's too many current ideas in an old property.
But the problem is, like, it's kind of cool for the year that comes out, but then now for like forever we're gonna look back and be like, oh, that kind of was a bummer.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to be bummed out, and it's like I get if you don't like these certain things, but to me, then just go make your own new thing and comment on it there. Don't like ruin the thing that we all love. Like, maybe modernize it and make it fit, or apologize somehow. Like, you know, like Bond, like, yeah, he's like a womanizer. Like, that's not great, obviously, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, do you have to kill him and make him literally toxic to his family at the end with the virus thing? Like, it just was so on the nose, and also like, I don't want to feel bad at the end of this. I want to feel good. Like, I love Daniel Craig's Bond. I want him to have a happy ending. It made me sad. Like, it's cool, and in a way, it's like a great, you know, it's like unexpected, and I was like, whoa. But then even now, like a few years after, I'm like, I don't like that. Like, it made me feel shitty.
My wife, she watched because she'd never seen him. You know, she'd never seen any of Bonds, and you know. I was like, oh yeah, let's let you want to check it. She was like, yeah, we should do that one weekend. So I go, okay, we'll do Daniel Craig's only. We'll just do his. And she was like, okay, cool. And I go, because you know the Pierce Brosnan ones are kind of campy now, a little bit. And then so
I think GoldenEye is the only good one of those, really. But
yeah, because then all of a sudden you got the guy with diamonds in his face, and I get that the villains.
I saw that at the perfect age though. Whenever, what was that, 2000 or 99? I was like 12 or 13. I was like, this movie fucking rules.
Yeah, like,
he's surfing with a parachute, his car turns invisible.
Yeah,
there was like so many great action scenes, and then I'm sure now I would hate it, but I don't know. And
we watched it, and then she watched the whole thing through, and she was like, same thing. She was like, oh, this. She was like, it was all of them are good, like Casino Royale. She was like, I really like that one, and then we watched and then the one that it's really hard to watch though too, because it's kind of slow, is the Skyfall.
Really?
Yeah, it's really like, it's very.
I thought Spectre was slow. That one.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Boring.
That's right. It is. That's
Skyfall's the one with Javier Bardem.
I'm tripping. Yeah.
That one's the Dark Knight clone.
Yeah.
That movie is.
That's right. I got the with the S's. But Spectre's. Yeah. And so, but she was like, yeah, that the last one. She was like, it just all that for just a downer. And then I was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, I'm sorry, babe. I was like,
I don't know if you ever heard of this guy. He's like a YouTube movie guy, Patrick H. Willems. Have you ever seen his videos?
No. I gotta check him out though.
You would love it. He's so good at like finding a weird concept and then just exploring it way, like he goes super deep. Like he has a video that's called "What is the most 80s movie ever?" and he spends like 20 minutes explaining his rubric for grading movies. So he's like, so the reason I'm not picking this movie is because this and this and this, and like he lists out like, so he ends up on like 10 movies, and he gives each movie a score based on like 5 different like tone and the story and character, like all these things, and he just goes through it, and at the end he arrives at his like almost mathematical, like, what is the most 80s movie ever. But so he just put out a video. It just hit YouTube, so you can watch it, because he has like a Patreon Nebula thing too. That's early. If you pay for it, you can see it early. But he has a video that's like, the Daniel Craig Bond movies are the strangest franchise ever. And he dives into each one and how they're reacting to each movie, but also what's happening at the time in cinema and stuff. And then he's like he goes through the history of like why this and this happened and what's going on, but also just like how, like Skyfall's like a minor reboot of the franchise, even though it's a Daniel Craig.
Oh, I hear you.
Because it's like, they go
with a through storyline all the way through. Like that's like the first one because they also kill off what's her name, Penny, and they reboot.
You mean M?
I'm sorry. Yeah, because
right.
I'm sorry.
And that's what's weird about them too. He doesn't really say that, but in Casino Royale, you have the same M from the Pierce Brosnan movies. And then she's there for 3 movies. And then they kill her in Skyfall. And then, yeah, she dies in Skyfall. And then they bring in Ralph Fiennes, like, to take over as M. And then he's like classic M. And then at that point, they're like, well, now we have Moneypenny, we have Q. Like, they put all those things in Skyfall so that the next movies can be James Bond. And then they do Spectre. And they, but then,
that's what I always thought the M was for her. I thought it was like a play on this is Moneypenny.
No. M is like, if you watch the old ones, the old guy that like runs MI6.
M and Q. I remember
right.
Q. Yeah.
And
okay.
then Moneypenny's like just the secretary that never gets
administrative assistant, sir.
Right. Well, if you watch the '60s movies, she is a secretary.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, and so it's like it's interesting because like Casino Royale is sort of the stripped down. That's like a perfect. That is my favorite Bond movie. I think a lot of people think that or say that, but
what's his name's great. Oh, he's always great. The
Martin
villain
Campbell. Oh yeah. I thought you were the director.
The Russian cat, or like he's not Russian.
He's like Danish. Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Where he has like the blood in there. And what it was?
It's just enough Bond villain where it's like I could believe that. It's not like he has, like, you know, a crystal face or something.
Yeah,
like,
a metal plate and it breaks off right here. You can see it still because it didn't have enough skin to get all. So
right,
it's all
like
goofy.
the skin won't grow back. So it's That sounds like a cool Bond villain. We should do that.
You're like, yeah, we just developed one.
I should just write a Bond script. Like it'd be fun to just do an exercise of spec script. Like just write a movie that's that franchise. You know, your own version of it.
Who would probably have one and it'd probably be amazing is Christopher Nolan. Because he's a big Bond, like he's a big Bond fan, and
he's always wanted to do one. Yeah. I don't think he's a good action director though. I think he's very bad at action.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what is it? What are those action movies that he? Batman's?
Yeah, some of the actions, dude. Watch Batman Begins. The fight scenes are unintelligible. It's zoomed in. It's quick cuts. Like you don't know what's happening. Batman comes in. He goes. And then they're dead, and he's like walking over the bodies, and you're like, what?
I think you're just saying that because I don't like the other Batman. So you
got me.
That was another thing too. I had a problem with that with the other Batman.
Yeah,
was that
Matt Reeves is Batman?
Matt Reeves Batman when he knocks on the door at the club, and they're like, "Who is it?" He's just like, motherfucker, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
And then on my head I'm like, also, why the fuck is Batman knocking at the front door?
You're right. He should have gone through the vent and done. Should
have been on the roof already, or just like could have been hiding and then been inside the room already.
I think they were just like, we have this amazing set. We need Batman to walk through it because the laser lights look fucking sick.
Yeah, this guy he's gonna look awesome out next to this techno.
We've got what was the cinematographer's name? Fitzgerald, Gary? No. God, Greg. Fuck, I can't remember his name. We're both having bad brain fog today.
Yeah. Well, what's in the morning? And then what you call it?
I'm having coffee though. It should be helping, but it's not.
By the way, you have the most dopest mug as well.
Yeah, I have a collection of those. There's 4
of the DuckTales.
Yeah, there's DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, and Chippendale.
Oh, so like the original Disney Afternoon almost.
Yeah, and they're cool because they're like this. They're in that like old diner kind of shape. If you're watching, this is the mug. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And I love these, and they're one of my prized possessions because I'm an adult.
The original Disney Afternoon was Gummy Bears.
Greg Fraser is the cinematographer.
Greg Fraser. Okay.
I never saw Gummy Bears. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it was like you don't remember Disney Afternoon? Do you remember that?
I think I watched those cartoons, but I don't know if I saw them in that chunk. Like, I don't...
Because that's what happened. They would a new one would come, so the first one would get out of there, and then it would kind of like just because Tailspin used to be the last one. It used to be like the headliner of the Disney
That was my
Afternoon.
favorite show.
Yeah,
I love
Baloo.
I don't know how you would do it, but I want them to do like a movie or something because it's such a cool world. They live in this weird like water world where there's islands everywhere and like people shipping stuff and cool planes and whatever.
You
and
have to fly.
Sky pirates. Like, it just has like such a cool like thing,
Louis.
But I'm like, you'd have to do it animated because you can't do. I don't want to see live action CGI bear people. Like,
I like Kit and
Kit Cloud Kicker.
That was a cool ass
like
name.
Luke Skywalker. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And then Rebecca, she was always like just so annoying. She's like, I own this company, and the books say this, and like here's my dumb idea. And
it was
Blue's
so
like,
funny because for me, I equated
Rebecca?
it with Cheers.
Yeah.
Because like I felt like he was the Ted Danson character. Blue's the cool Sam Malone, and then she's the Christy Alley. You know, I own the bar, and I tell you what to do.
I never got into Cheers.
Oh no,
I missed it. I don't know,
dude.
It wasn't playing on TV after school for me, so I didn't watch it.
I bet you if you watched it now, because I feel like it holds up and it deals with a lot of things that we still deal with. And since you like film and you watch plays, I mean, and stuff like that, and
do I watch plays?
I mean, when you watch something, you understand, as if like you're like, oh, I appreciate because there's no cut right here. There's like, these guys are, this is acting happening. Everyone's doing their part.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds boring, but it's not because it's such good writing, and we're starved for good writing.
Yeah.
But the first season of Cheers is only in the bar. That's the only set.
Oh, wow.
And there's a lot of times where there's no cutaways. So it's like, oh, this is a sitcom where everyone has to be on point. So it's like, and on top of that, you have to be funny. So it's like, it's subtle. It's not, sticky. It's like boom, boom, boom. And it's like, it's funny because that's a real good comeback, or that's a real thing that would happen. And, you have
in
all
the
these,
moment too.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really funny, and I started rewatching it a while back, and I was like, dude, this fucking holds up. And I was like, this is like watching a really good play.
What is it? Is it stream on something?
I think it was streaming on Netflix for a long time. I think it's still on there. I'm not too sure.
Okay,
but
maybe. Isn't there like 20 seasons? Isn't it long?
No, it's you know what? I don't think it's 20. I think it's probably 16, maybe.
Oh my god. So much.
Another one I rewatched too that's a ton of seasons is ER.
I'm not a medical drama guy, but yeah. It
was just a big interesting thing for me I read this book about
11 years.
Oh, 11 seasons? Okay, yeah. I read this CAA, the history of CAA, the agency.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they were talking about ER and how Michael Crichton, because Michael Crichton developed ER, he wrote it it was a movie, and so that he had written. And after Jurassic Park blew up, they were like, "Hey, let's find more Michael Crichton,
right,
IPs."
And they did everything he had under the sun,
And they were like, "Oh, well, He goes like, "I wrote this movie about an ER, and no one wanted it, so." And they're like, well, you know what? We're going to make... And Steven Spielberg saw it, and he was like, fuck that. We'll make this a TV show. This is going to be the first Universal television, production. So they did all that and stuff. But yeah, no, it was a really good book. It's fucking long. But before that, we were saying, Disney Afternoon.
Yeah.
So...
there was something before that, though, because you saw my cup, and then you went off on that.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
I was saying something.
My bad.
What were we talking about?
I don't know. We're going to have to check the tape.
We were talking about Batman and stuff.
Batman... Oh, Christopher, because you're like...
the action scenes.
Action sequence, yeah.
Because like, yeah, if you watch Batman Begins, like that, the action scenes are actually not that good. And then, like, there's cool stuff in it, and then The Dark Knight, again, it's like the only one that's kind of good in my mind is when he flies to China and he busts in. And it's really quick, though. It's like, I kind of want a little bit more, like, cool fight moves and scene. Batman's supposed to kick ass. I want to see him kick ass a little more. But I remember, like, there's the thing with the tumbler and the Joker with the rocket launcher. Like, there's a part where the tumbler flips over and it cuts, and it's the other way when it lands.
The tire goes. It does like
it's like it blows up and it goes this way. Like, this is the top where my knuckles are.
Yeah.
And then when it cuts, it's actually like this, and it lands. On flipped around, but it doesn't. You never see it spin.
Yeah,
and it's just things like that are just kind of egregious that he just leaves in the movie. He's like, it's an act. I don't care. And I'm actually kind of, I don't know. I'm not like a hater, but I'm like, I think Christopher Nolan's a little overhyped.
Overhyped? Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love Christopher Nolan.
I'm kind of over his whole, like, I'm going to mess with time and storytelling. I'm like, just tell a fucking story. Oppenheimer, I hate Oppenheimer.
I didn't really like... Oppenheimer wasn't the biggest fan. I wasn't a big fan of Dunkirk either. But everything else I love.
And I'm sure there's some clever, like, the aerial thing is only an hour. The boats thing is 2 hours. The other thing is 4. It's like... I don't care. Like, just tell me a story. Like, this is cool. I don't want to be like also processing, like, wait, this is happening, and then this. I have to watch this 7 times to understand what happened. Like, Oppenheimer's like, you have to have read a book about this to know, because they just introduce people. And I don't know who they are. They don't even tell you their names half the time, or they do, like, hi, I'm so-and-so. And then, here's Florence Pugh's boobs. And you're like, what? Like, it just, like, I'm like, Josh Hartnett, the guy from Numbers. That's how I think of those scientists. I didn't go, that's so-and-so. He came up with this thing. And it's just, and then there's also this extremely boring subplot about Robert Downey Jr. And everyone's like, what a brilliant performance. And I'm like, I don't care because I don't know why this matters.
This is so funny because the way you're explaining this is like, how I can say it. This is how people think when you go into Marvel, know, backstory people. Like Oppenheimer is just Marvel for smart people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
or for people who live in the real world.
Yeah. That know about science. They're like, oh, well, that guy actually invented penicillin and saved your life, asshole. No, what'd you go? But no, Christopher Nolan, I didn't like. I wasn't the biggest fan of Oppenheimer, like I said too, and Dunkirk. Yeah. But I like the fact that he's really good at, like you said, he's not good at action, but he's really good at creating tension.
Yeah. Like he does this sort of thing where there's music playing, people are talking, and there's a lot of cuts to different stuff. Like some people are walking through a room, like setting something up, but in the background they're saying what's going to happen or something. Like all of his movies kind of have this like dun, 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 dun,
just a build up, a constant build up of like what, like, and it could be just drinking a glass of water at the end of the whole fucking thing because that person needed to dehydrate, otherwise they die, and then this doesn't develop, and it's like, oh, okay, I get it, right? But it's like like with Inception, you're dealing with 3 different stories happening at the same time, creating attention with the cuts and cuts and cuts, which the whole idea and the concept of this
that one probably
awesome.
Works the best for me.
Yeah.
I still don't love, one thing I don't love is I don't want him to like go into the mechanics, but I'm like, what are the machines they're using? They just have this briefcase where they inject like heroin into themselves or whatever.
Oh, to go to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just push a button and I guess it doesn't matter, which is probably his argument, but I'm like, just give me something about like, oh, so-and-so created this technology. It warps your brain or it does this. It's like, I want some reason. They just sort of like, it's almost dreamlike in that way where when you're in a dream, like things are kind of happening and you're just like, yeah, whatever, this is real.
Yeah, you
and maybe that's the point, but I'm just like, they just have a suitcase and like, what is this technology?
Well, the whole movie at the end is like, are we in a dream?
Right.
Is it a whole dream thing? Yeah. So that's funny that you said that.
I know.
One of my favorite though out of his catalog, is I do like Memento a lot, but it and The Following's okay. This first movie.
I've never seen that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but
The Prestige.
Interstellar is my favorite, and people don't like Interstellar because it's 3 hours long.
I like it, but it let me down. But I had weird expectations for it.
Oh, really?
Well, because when I read about it, I was thinking like, finally, he's doing space. And I thought like they're going to go to another planet. And I was hoping they go to a planet that'd be like alien, like maybe not aliens, but just like creatures and fauna. Like I wanted to see, or flora, like I wanted to see like plants and trees. And then every planet they go to is like, this is the one where the waves are really big.
Yeah.
Here's the one where the clouds are ice, I guess. And it's basically just glaciers. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you went to a real place, you filmed. But it's like, I want to see something fantastical. It just felt too real where it's like that, like even the planets, it's like everything he does is sterile.
It's so real that he created like that visual of the black hole. And
that was very cool.
Yeah, that
I
they
that
use that now.
Yeah.
Like they were like, this is so realistic and so on, like the mechanics of it and everything. It was like, just
because they had that Kip Thorne guy was like an advisor for the script, right?
Yeah. Dude, and I like it because it just... I just kept thinking about it. It was one of those movies where it's like the next 2-3 days I was like, but what does that mean? And I was like, that's so crazy. The time and with the wave thing, I was like, dude, that's crazy. The time that you spent on the thing and they got back in and it's like 7 years I'd have killed myself, or 20 something years. I was like, oh, that'd be crazy.
Oh yeah. That's another thing. That's why I don't like Christopher Nolan more and more, is because he just ignores the emotional, like he's just very like, here's like my most autistic take on something. Like, I don't know why I'm doing a stopwatch, but just, it's like they go back to the spaceship. This dude has been in there for 10 years now.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's been 20 minutes for us. And then they just move on. And he's not upset. He's not breaking down. We don't explore like what that guy's life was like. We just, who cares? He's the random black guy in the movie.
He was like, what did he say? He goes, I did a couple sleeps. I did a couple like deep sleeps for a while. But
and eventually I just thought, well, I don't want to sleep my life away. Right. Doesn't he say so? It's like, but they give that like 60 seconds, and then they're like, all right, who cares? Whatever. Fuck you.
We got to keep it moving because we got people dying on the planet.
We have to get to Matthew McConaughey reacting to all of his daughter's messages
to his FaceTime.
His kids, yeah, which is a great scene. It's very like affecting. You're like, holy like that hits you, but it's also like, why did I don't know? It's just goofy to have this character that you don't give him any time to like, what's he feeling like? You know, you have to see it through Matthew McConaughey's eyes, which makes sense, but also it's just weirdly impersonal. I don't know.
I didn't realize until later on I started watching it more and more because, you know, I watch it every now and then, that it's a father-daughter film.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, oh, because I'm so more focused on the space aspect,
right.
and I don't have any kids, so I was like, oh, and I'm the concept is cool and this and that, and then, you know, and I also like I like Casey Affleck and Jessica Chastain's from Sacramento, so I'm like, oh hell yeah, very champion for that, and I like Topher Grace. I was like, oh, so all these great characters, great actors.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's even in that. That's the kind of thing where he's like, oh, I get to be in a Nolan movie. I don't care what I'm doing, and then he does like nothing. He
just like the love interest of just not of like
kind of, but not really. Like they kind of kiss one time, and you're like, I guess they're in love.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like he doesn't explore people. Like he kind of does. I think Interstellar is probably the best one because of the father-daughter thing
element. Yeah,
it's like the most emotional. Like I think
don't
people
go,
are
Murph.
People.
Where'd you go? Stay.
And
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like another funny thing about the movie is how it starts off so based in like science and theoretical physics and all this stuff, and at the end of the movie, it's like maybe it's just magic from the other side. You know, like you're just pushing buttons and like changing the like it's a ghost.
Little fugazi.
Yeah,
like it's a woozy, a woozy.
Yeah, and just like it's funny how it goes from that sort of like we don't really know, now it's fantasy and love across time and space, and you're like, and then when he gets back to. He just sort of talks to his daughter for like a minute and he's like, all right, see you later. Like if that was me and I was 95 and I was on my deathbed with my family around me, whatever, and my dad came back, I would spend the rest of my life with the next 3 days or whatever. I don't know if she's dying or what's going on, but like, what happened? Like, I miss you. And like, tell him the story. Like he just moves on. He doesn't care about her life. Like what that's so not what would happen.
He had to go save, what's her name? He had to go save Anne Hathaway.
I guess.
What'd you call it?
I don't know. It just felt lame. And then he goes off on one of those fighter pilot.
Yeah, he steals one of their things, which is...
But it's like, does he even know how it works? Does he know anything? Like, they've advanced technology. Like, he just goes... It just... Those kind of, like, little jumps... That's, like, the same kind of, like, plot holes we were talking about with, like, Fantastic Four, right? Where we're like... Oh, there's no egg on the other side, or there's no thing.
No transporter
like, you just
on the other
don't
side.
care that he doesn't know how to fly the thing. Does it have faster than light travel? Can it get him wherever he thinks he needs to go?
Yeah.
Does he know where he needs to go? Like who?
And how did he find this place? If he found this place within like this, because I mean, the whole idea, he had the idea is like, okay, we'll move the planet somewhere, and I know where we could hide it, and no one will ever find it. I found one place. Well, if you found it that quick, how come Galactus can't find it that quick? Like, this makes no sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Or that like you move it, and then Galactus will come eventually. Like I don't know. It's just
they're like, he won't find us for 1,000,000 years, and we'll be good. And it's like, all right, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say too about but no, I accidentally met him.
Galactus?
No, Christopher Nolan. I'm sorry, I jumped around.
That'd be funny though. If,
if I met Galactus,
like, I was floating in a spaceship. He was huge.
He was huge, dude. I was like, it looks great.
I was like, I thought I was talking to Cthulhu. I was just happy there's no tentacles on his face.
There was so Emily Van Dyke is another comedian out of the San Francisco area, and she had a friend who was we almost out of time, huh?
We're doing good. I think we'll wrap up this thought.
Okay.
And then we'll do our list, and then if we have time, we'll work on a bit, but we don't have to. I forget if I said that's part of the podcast.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's run it.
Oh yeah, we just kind of talked. I was like, "You want to do a pod?" You're like, "Yeah."
Yeah. I was
you
like,
said yes so fast, I didn't have to convince you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, last time we did the Laughs Unlimited for like 3 hours.
Yeah, the video got fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I
no
think.
worries.
No, no worries. I posted it like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because it was during COVID. We did it on the stage or something.
Yeah, we did it on stage. Yeah.
Or maybe there wasn't video. There was some reason why there was no video, and I just had to do like a screensaver on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, I was like, well, because you never know what you said 5 years ago, especially in a 3-hour conversation. So I don't know. And and times change. It's so weird that a flippant joke that everybody agrees with that's funny or they like. Now it's like, oh my god, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Did you hear he said about fruit? What'd you call it? Like, it's like, we don't talk about bananas like that anymore.
I do think it's gotten better though. Like it isn't. It was worse
way better
at that point, and now it's like more. Like I said, retard during this. You said You said faggy. So.
Oh yeah. But I was thinking name.
I know. But no, I mean,
I was
like,
saying it as a character.
Right. Yes.
No,
we
but,
don't. We love the gays.
But no, you're right though. No. It really has definitely eased up to people who are like,
Yeah.
But then you get to like even people are doing with the Sydney Sweeney thing, you know, about like, oh, she's Nazi, advertisement thing, and then.
I didn't even really hear about it. I saw someone's joke about it, so I'm like, maybe that's good. Like, I'm not even seeing the initial outrage. I also kind of maybe trimmed my algorithm to be less annoying.
That's another
so that helps because you could be in a bubble where you're like, everything outrages me constantly, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and I'm glad that people are like, you know, they're like, we're being a little too crazy with that, or they're not saying that her genes are biological. It's a play on words.
Also, why is she a Nazi? Like, she just.
They're like, oh, she's got blonde hair, blue eyes, and light skin. She's terrible. They're saying that those are good genes, and everyone else is not. Like, no one's saying that. Everyone's just saying that
she's hot.
She's yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, everyone is saying that she has been hot for a while.
Sorry, we didn't get Zoe Kravitz. She didn't want to do the commercial.
Like, she's dealing with a breakup right now.
Yeah, is she really?
Probably. I don't know. They were her and Channing Tatum were, but that was a while back. But I don't know. But I just say it because, you know, just to give her an excuse.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. So Emily Van Dyke, you're saying?
Oh yeah. So her friend was a chef, and
how you
then,
met Christopher Nolan? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
At a Foreign Cinema. It's this place in the Mission District where it's a brunch spot, like a fancy you gotta have a reservation type of shit.
Yeah.
But luckily she knew some, so we and we don't belong there too. You know what I mean? Like I'm not dressed to be there, but I'm just hanging out. And we're over there eating, and at night it turns into a Foreign Cinema theater or whatnot.
Cool.
And so I'm talking about it. The movie just came out, and I'm just like, dude. 3 days later, I'm like, dude, I just keep thinking about it, and I'm like, this part about that part. And I was like, yeah, I just really like it a lot, and I go, I'm probably gonna have to go back and see it again, and I don't mind it. And I go and I saw it on IMAX, so it's even better. And then
this is for Interstellar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, you think he goes, you're just saying that, right? Because he's right there. And I go, what? He goes, you're just saying that because he's like being quiet though, very whispering. He's like, because he's right there. And I go, who? And he goes, the director, right? Isn't that the director? And I look over, and it's Christopher Nolan sitting 2 tables away. One table's empty, but he's at the next table.
Wow.
And he's by himself at the moment. Apparently he's waiting for somebody, but he's by himself right now.
Wow.
And he says he has a beard though. He has a really big beard at the time, and that's why I didn't recognize
Brad
him.
Pitt disguise. Was he wearing a bucket hat?
Yeah. Right.
Remember that was like his thing. He would do a beard and a bucket hat, and then
like he's like on Bullet Train. Like that's rocked it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that movie. That was fun.
I need to watch it. I thought it sucked, but I think I was in a bad mood, so I should watch it again.
But no, I just gave him a nod, and he gave me a nod back, and I was like, cool. I didn't bother him. I just said,
I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to bother anybody.
Your nod says it all. I love your movies.
Boom. You're good. You're good, kid. You're gonna do things.
Yeah. More things than you've done already.
Who do you want to be the new? I'm sorry. Let's go. I'm asking questions, and we're supposed to go and do backtrack things. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Real quick, the Mark Norman thing.
Oh, okay.
You saw a movie with him when you worked at Roosters, you said?
Yeah, we were Rooster Tea Feathers. It was me, Dayoud. I'm going to see Dayoud tonight, actually. We're doing the Throckmorton.
Oh, nice.
We were doing Rooster Tea Feathers, and then he was there, and it was cool. He was a cool dude. And I was like, hey, man, you want to go catch a flick? And he was like, yeah, let's catch it.
I love movies. Let's go. Popcorn, anal.
Yeah. I went and seen Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh.
Yeah, we got to see that. And
that movie rules.
It was good.
It's like not perfect or whatever, but I love it. I could watch that movie like once a week. I love that movie.
Yeah, and it's the history too, and it's also a true story. So it's like you get to take another deep dive, and it's also a genre too of mechanics and automobiles that I'm not familiar with. So I also get to learn, and that stimulates.
It kind of helped me get into Formula One, even though it's about the Le Mans. I know it's different, but it just because I don't want to get into this, but like I've been working on like this sci-fi universe for a long time. And I was like, I want to do something like with racing. So then I started researching like Formula One, and then Ford versus Ferrari came out, and I was like, that looks cool. And then like, oh, that's sort of what I maybe want to do. I don't know. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's and then we were like, it was funny because it was the last year that the Raiders were going to be in Oakland. So it was 2019. That's what it was. And so. The Raiders are playing the Bengals, and I go, "Hey man, do you want to go catch the Raider game? You know, I have season tickets, and I'm gonna go see it. That's why, and I'm down here." He was like, "Oh man, great, yeah, no, I'd love to." And then all of a sudden, like I get off stage and he goes, hey, Dayu goes, he goes, I didn't know that you invited him to the Raider game. He goes, I invited him to the 49er game. And I was like, oh. And I go, oh, okay. I go, no matter what. I go, it's all right. It doesn't, I don't matter. If he doesn't go, my cousin will go. So it's like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And then so he was like, he says, well, the Niners are going to win. You know, they're winning. You know, I want to check it out. I was like, well, also too, it was like, just to make, I was like, it's going to be the last time that you'll ever see a Raider game in Oakland. But he ended up going with him, and they all went. All that little four horsemen crew.
Andrew and Joey and
I think it was Joey. I think Joey and Daoud, they were all there. I don't know if Andrew and what you call it was there.
Zach, or no, not Zach. Mark Smalls.
Yeah. And then but yeah, and then so me and my cousin went and seen the Raiders and the Bengals, and that was fun. And but yeah, no, that was years and years ago.
That's cool.
But I love the Rooster Teeth Feathers too. It's a fun club.
I've only done the competition there. I've never like worked there or whatever. It feels like a lot of effort because you have to drive so far to be like, do you like me? You know, like, that's why I never got into like San Jose Improv. But then I got to host for JR like a year or two ago, and then Dave, he was like,
oh, Dave, the manager.
Yeah. He was
Dave,
like
English, I think.
Yeah. He is English.
Yeah, he is English.
I don't know if that's his last name. Is it his last? Yeah, I have his business card. But he was like, yeah, email me. Like, you know, we'd love to have you host. Just email us. And they have such a weird process. So, like, I was emailing and then I just don't because they don't respond. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I'm emailing the air and I don't know. I'm a bad comic that way. Like, I don't.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite stages.
Yeah.
The San Jose really Improv is just like, you walk on it and you feel like, as you're walking out, you're like, oh, I'm doing something right.
Yeah. Because it's like an old theater. They convert it into an improv.
Yeah.
And when it's sold out, it's fucking nuts.
Dude, it's like...
It's so fun.
It's like you're accepting an award.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in where it's like, and you say, it's definitely one of those clubs where it's like, you can't step on laughter and you have to wait a second for it to come in.
Right.
You know, so it's like you
Which
say...
Which is a good feeling. You kind of do that... There's like really good advice that I heard. I heard it like secondhand on a podcast, but it's like, I can't think of any names. The guy, the guy with the tater salad joke.
Tater salad. Ron.
Yeah, Ron White.
Ron White.
He has an advice that's like, if you're doing bad, slow down. If you're doing good, slow down. And I'm like, that's awesome because it's right. It's true. It's like it's so easy. I know you kind of talk fast, so I don't know if you ever have to tell yourself that. But
I do.
Yeah.
I have to stop stepping on laughs, and I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, if I always have to watch my set too, because I'm like, hey, I keep talking so fast that there's 2 laughs here. If I just pause right here, because it's just me wanting. I already talk fast, but I used to get like this. I'd have all these thoughts, and I'd only have like 7 minutes when I first started, or 10 minutes to do them.
So you're trying to get them in there.
Yeah, get to everything, and then I got in a bad habit of doing that. And then after a while, a couple times I got sick. I remember one time just speaking to JR, I got sick, and JR calls me, and he's like, "Hey, you're supposed to be." It was somewhere over in Roseville. He's like, they say to call you because you're supposed to be here. And I was like, where? He's like, it's in Roseville. And I was like, oh, that show. I forgot about it. And I go, I'm sick. And they go, you got to make it. And so I was like, I went down there, and I was super slow. Uh-huh. And Jimmy Earl had booked me on it. And
oh, was it his show with the bad words for the name of the show?
I can't remember.
He had the show of Flips and Beaters.
Oh yeah. I think maybe that's what it was. Yeah. And I didn't want to.
That used to be on posters. That was like a show they would share.
Flips and Beaters.
I mean, they're allowed to do it. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's so funny. But yeah, no. And we did that show, and you know, I don't want to let people down. So like I said, one of those things I can't say no. So I got up and I went, and I did the set, and I did it so slow because I was so sick.
Oh.
And Jimmy was like. He was like, man, because I still had a really fun set.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, it was just crazy. He goes, I know you're funny already. And he goes, but the way that it came out this time was completely different, but still funny. And I was like, yeah, I just had to, you know, I just depend on writing at that point, you know? And that's what I was like. I really feel writing is it's super important.
Yeah.
You know, people like right now, we're in this era where, you know, it's like, oh, it's all improv and I could just talk to the crowd and da-da-da-da. And it's like, I get that you want to do crowd work, but crowd work is not, it's not
sustainable.
No, and it's not meant for you too.
Right.
Like the thing I feel about the crowd work is anybody can do it. And I don't like the fact that anybody can think they can do stand-up. Because you can't. And you find out real quick when you go on stage, but because you're just by yourself and you're doing it and you're creating alone. But when you can use someone to bounce off of, anybody can do that at work. That's what they do all the time. So when they watch you do it, it's nothing special.
Yeah.
And then they start thinking in their head, I'm funnier than this guy. Now, people do think that already at comedy shows, and then they think that until you talk to them and ask them questions, or when they get up on stage, like, hey, all right, you think? Then they go to open mic and try it, and they're like, hey, man, I can't do that. That's fucking crazy.
That's how I feel about AI, is that, like, with art and that thing where you can, like, make a movie with AI.
Yeah.
I'm like, then that's just anyone thinks they can just make a movie, and it's like, no, there's more to it. You have to think of story and character, and like there's all these tech bro douches that have like YouTube channels now where they're like, I'm making a film with AI, and they have these shots, and the shots like don't fit because this character looks weird in this shot, and they're not consistent, and eventually it will be, right? Like it will just
gotta rough out the edges, but
but it's like, I mean, I'm hoping that movies don't become some kind of like boutique little like industry where it's like, oh, it's cute that people like to film with sets and props and costumes, but
it turns into scrapbooking, almost like a little hobby for someone that they could do in their home if they just put time into it, and they're like, hey, I want to show you this,
right?
Like,
but at the same time, like it'd be cool if AI was good enough. Like, I mean, I want to make like a big sci-fi thing someday. I don't know if I can hire ILM, so maybe that will help me. But I also don't want to do it so much that there's no people. Like, I want people to be in my movie.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I didn't want to start a whole tangent.
No, I get you. It's cool. I feel the same way. I feel like you can use it as a tool, but you can't use it as the whole mechanism.
Right.
And it's like, because other than that,
it's like that thing of just someone who thinks like, I want to make a movie, and it's like, no, you need to go through the learning process and do it the right way. You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm being an old man, I guess.
It's funny. Yeah. No. And the thing about writing too, like especially like like I said with the stand up, it's always like, I'm like, yeah, you know, I do write on stage, but like I also write off stage. I use both, and you know, some people were like, well, I only write on stage, and I had said to, you know, I had another comic who's like, well, that's how I do it. And I was like, but I'm not talking about, you're a fucking 22-year comic. You're allowed to do things like that because you already know how to get to that point. I'm talking to people that are just starting, or people that are year 5 or year 10 that still need to write and still need to hone in their voice or their quick wit. That's another thing too, man. The younger comics that, when I say younger, I don't mean in age. I mean in comedy. Yeah, like someone that's doing it 2 or 3 years. You could be a young comic and be 40 because you've only been doing it for 3 years.
Right. Yeah.
So people that have been like, when you first started doing stand up, you're a toddler. You say things to get reaction, not laugh. You think you're trying to do a laugh, but you also start realizing you're saying caca, poo poo, pee pee, just like a toddler.
I fucked a fat chick and it was so crazy.
Yeah.
I had a horrible thing. It was like 5 minutes of just making fun of a fat girl I never had sex with. It was so bad. So,
I remember. I'm just joking. It was funny to watch your set when it clicked for you a little bit.
Yeah.
You were in Canada.
Oh, with Jimmy?
Yeah.
At the Yuck Yucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like that kind of set. Did I send it to you, or how'd you see it?
So I have to watch festival submissions. So
I sent it. What did I send it to?
There's like 3 festivals I used to watch for. Like I used to watch for the NoHo Comedy Festival. I used to watch Big Pine, and then the Sad Town Get Down, and then there's another one too. I think the Cactus one that's out in Arizona.
Inside scoop here.
Yeah, yeah.
I just assumed it was just some random staff of people who like. I didn't realize there was actual comics watching these.
Well, no, because I did that whole thing where like, how can I say? So I was always submitting to comedy festivals, and I never would get into them. And I'm like, why am I not getting? Do I not have self-awareness? Am I not as good as I think I am? And I'm like, fuck. Well, you know, and I went to the World Series of Comedy. Wasn't on it, but I went to it. I crashed at Jimmy. He was like, you should just crash the meet and greet. Mm-hmm. So I went to go crash the meet and greet, met all the bookers, and then the night before the big thing, they had an off show at 11 o'clock, and he was like, Joe was like, you're not in the competition, but we're having go ahead and do that. So I did that. 3 people didn't show up, you know, for the World Series of Comedy. It was like, hey, we have spots open. We saw you last night. You want in. So I got in that way.
Oh, cool. Nice.
And then I made it to the semifinals, and then I got out, and then I went and got in the car and drove to Big Pine because it was only like 4 hours away, and Big Pine was having an open mic. It was funny because they had an open mic. If you won that open mic, you can get in the festival. So I got there and I got to the open mic, and as I'm done, Jack Asadorian walks by, Jack Jr. walks by, and I go, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Oh, they made me industry fool." And he like showed me his badge.
Oh.
And he was like, "Come on, go on." And I was like, "All right." And he goes, "I'll get you on stage." Fuck this. I'll get you on stage. So it got me on like 3 stages. And I'm walking around, and then this one kid goes, "Hey, you're Carlos Rodriguez." And I go, Yeah. And he goes, "Dude, they've been looking for you. You won the open mic, so you're on the festival." And I go, "Hey, man, I've been on 3 stages already. So like, you know what? Give it to the second
runner-up,
person, the runner-up. Give it to them." And he goes like, "Okay, cool." And I go, "Yeah." I go, "But hey, don't forget, I won though. Remember?"
Yeah.
And then
when you introduce him, tell everyone Carlos won, but this guy was next best.
Yeah, but I go, but as I'm there, I realize that they have things going on during the day at these festivals. But and I noticed there's a lot of time, and some of these classes or these seminars are boring. And so I was like, "Oh, I got an idea." So I developed a seminar. And I submitted it to the festivals, and they started booking me in there. And then I became industry, and I no longer went to festivals as a comedian anymore.
Yeah.
But since they knew I was a comedian and I was already there in the morning, they would now. I'm not even in the competition. I'm basically closing out, or I'm hosting. So I'm getting
Which is probably
paid.
where you want to be.
Yeah, because now I'm getting paid to be there,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, I don't need to be winning the thing because now I'm not only that, I'm industry. So I'm going and having industry dinners. So I'm sitting next to. You said. The other day that you said just a minute ago that Dave English, he's the manager. Well, I talked to Cyrus, the guy that books all the fucking improv. And
I've never met him. Yeah.
yeah, Cyrus is cool. This is great.
Yeah.
And so you're hanging out with all these guys, and all these general managers now and district managers and things, so, and all that. So it's like, oh, okay. And then after a while, with the seminars and the writing and all this stuff, they were like, I got invited to, or there's a lot. That goes into festivals, and I was like, also lending on my hand and help. I said, "You need any help with anything? Or let me know." And they're like, "Well, we watching submissions. We hate that, so go ahead and watch them." So I was watching them, and I go, "Fuck, man, this is kind of tough. I get it now." And the reason why I get it, maybe I shouldn't say.
Remember, no one watches this.
Well, the thing is, I started realizing there's some comics that I've seen fucking I've seen them before, and I've never seen them do well. And then I've seen their submission tapes because I was seeing all the time. I was like, how are they getting into comedy festivals?
Yeah.
And then I seen their submission tape, and I'm like, oh shit, this is why they caught the lightning in the bottle set. They kept recording until they found, and they got that set.
Oh yeah.
And you could tell when a set is like when you're telling them to laugh because the timing is off. But but I was like, oh, these are definitely good sets. These people caught that night.
Yeah.
But it was great though. I was like, I also noticed this too. It's like after you get to like about the M's, because it's in alphabetical order.
Oh yeah. And I'm an S.
Yeah,
You're an R.
I'm an R. That's why. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, maybe I should.
You need to change your name to like
A, or you need to put your middle name into like an A or something.
Alameda. I don't know what's an A.
Yeah.
just change it to Addison.
Yeah, or just fucking Luke A. Soin. Yeah. It'd be like boom. But it was like
A Bear. Aardvark. That's
Aardvark.
Make your last name
Archibald.
Yeah. A1 steak sauce.
You as you're watching the after a while you stop watching them and you just listen to them, and you're just basically now just hearing for a rhythm. It's like after a joke,
like
and
professional like ability or something, or laps per minute kind of.
And then you look up to and you're like, hey, they're doing pretty well actually. They're doing pretty good. And
you start going on your phone and doing Candy Crush,
or you're having another window open and you're doing more work, sending more emails out and all this stuff. So and then you got a little corner right here, and then I'm like, oh okay, so. If they're sending 5-minute tapes, you're watching at least a minute, 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And if it's not good within 2.5 minutes, hey, we're going to the next one.
Yeah.
But if it is, it's funny because you watch so many, and you're like, please, you almost want to stop it at 2.5. So you're like, just don't fuck up.
Yeah.
And then, but by that time they get to R's or S's, it's like you're like, oh fuck, I'm done.
Well, I can't imagine watching. I have trouble even watching like someone's new special that I want to see.
Yes.
Like I have trouble where, like. The only reason I watch Andrew Schulz's new special is because my girlfriend wanted to see it. Like I wouldn't have watched it because I'm like, I like him. I think he's great. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, when do I want to sit and like watch comedy? I haven't even been doing that much stand-up lately. Like, I'm not going to mics. I haven't been booked on as many shows because I haven't been, like, part of the community. Like, I'm doing my show, and then if I get booked, like, I'll do that. But I haven't been, like, because I've been trying to make, like, shorts and films. Like, I want to do that stuff, and then just other things, like having a girlfriend and family stuff is going on.
Yeah.
So I just haven't done as much, like, where I used to be, like a mic rat, you know, like you're just at every mic, you're at all shows, you're like part of the community, you're like out there, and I haven't been doing that stuff. And I forgot what I was going.
No, you're just saying about like about just I get what you're saying. You tend to get busy with other things and stand up. It doesn't get put on the back burner, but it's one of those things where it's like you have to nurture it constantly.
Yeah, it's like a bonsai tree. Like if you don't trim it, it's gonna grow weird or go in weird direction, and you'll get out of practice. Like you just have to keep doing it all the time. And I guess I don't know. So
I feel the same. I feel that way too. Like even like like I'm not famous or anything like that, so it's like I have to always be on the ball. Otherwise, I feel like I'm getting left behind.
You have to stay sharp,
And it's like, oh shit, I got and it turned into a thing of like, I love doing stand up. I like being funny. I like writing things out and figuring it out, and because it's a big jigsaw puzzle to me. So but then it gets to a point where it's like, I enjoy that. And then people are like, well, how come you're not like how come you don't have a Netflix special? How come And it's like, well, I'm not. That would be cool. I'd love that.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm not saying no, but they haven't asked me.
They haven't asked me, and I was like, and I'm just still doing what I like doing, and hopefully because I read that book, the one that everyone reads, The War of Art, The Art of War. No, The War of Art. Yes, Stephen Pressfield. Yeah.
Okay. I've heard of that. I haven't read it, but yeah.
Well, one of the things the great thing about that book is like it's broken up into 3 parts, which it makes it's really easy, fast read too. And the second part is the amateur versus the professional. And one of the things is like the amateur expects fame and fortune and as success, and then the professional knows that it's his art that he loves, and that fame and success are all a byproduct of it.
Yeah.
So it's like if you continue to love doing what you love doing, then good things will happen. Whether or not it be fame and fortune, but it also is fulfillment.
Yeah.
Like when I create and figure out a joke, it's way more exciting than anything else.
Yeah.
I cracked the code on something.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is fucking dope, and I can't wait to keep saying it. I can't wait. It's show and tell every night. I get to go. When you're a kid, you want to show what you got, and this is cool, and you're excited about it.
Yeah, and I've been feeling this staleness because I'm not focusing on writing lately, like because I have tons of notes. I have tons of jokes that I could develop. They're just like ideas that don't get enough attention because it's like. I also kind of do this battle of like stage time where I want to go to mics and work, but then I'm like, is it worth it to go to Henry's on Monday and try to work out a bit to people who don't want to see it?
Yeah.
But I'm also like, am I just being ridiculous where it's like, this is what everyone's doing, but it's the open micers doing it. Like, like I don't see like Chaz Hawkins at every open mic.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Becky Lynn at every open mic. It's like, those are local SAC comics if you don't know who they are. Like, you don't know who we are. No. But I'm just saying like they're not doing that. So like, but they're getting enough shows. I don't know. And so I just feel, I feel like I'm failing because I'm not spending enough time writing. And I have some ideas I want to work out, but then I'm like, where do I work them out? My show's only once a month, so I can't rely on that. But when I do it, so this week maybe I'm going to go to Laughs tonight and do the Pro-Am. And then tomorrow we have our show we're going to do. And then Friday or Saturday, whenever I have the other show. But I'm like, do I have to kill on that show because there's industry there or something? Like, should I do that? Or should I just be like, it's stage time. I'm going to have fun. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, the thing too, like when you with the mic or something like that, and like I started to realize this later on in stand up is that I'm not looking for the laugh or the reaction at the open mic. I'm looking at me falling in love with it, because that's what I need to do.
Let me know if he's bothering you.
No, that's okay. Because I have Coop, because he's probably like, So you have to fall in love with your joke. You have to fall in love with it. So in order to fall in love with it, I have to keep saying it like until I like it. I mean, there's this idea or this premise that I have that I see something there.
Yeah.
But I'm just not in love with you. Yeah. I'm not in love with you yet. You have some potential, but I'm not in love with you yet. Now, what can I do? I need to hang out with you and spend more time with you to appreciate you more.
Yeah.
So therefore I have to keep saying it, or I have to keep working it. And then it's like, and like I said, I'm not looking for the crowd to laugh right now. I'm looking for me to be excited about it. And then it's like you hit something or you hit a tone. You don't even need, it could be the same wording, but all of a sudden you're like, oh, I just said it surprisingly. And that makes so much more sense now. It's so funny now that I'm like, and now I say it as I'm discovering it. Because I have like the stuff I have right now is marriage material because I'm married.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I know everyone has marriage material already. So how is mine different? How do I like mine? I don't want to be the same, how it is now. Like, people are liking certain songs and they're like, oh, this song's great. And it's like, yeah, but this beat is actually the same beat as like one song right now, the anxiety, and it's the beat of somebody that I used to know, and everyone's like, yeah. So
that song's not even that old to take the thing.
Yeah, right. But it's like people know that melody, so they're familiar with it, therefore they like it. And I don't want that to be me for stand-up because I was like, people know marriage, so they know that melody.
But you want to have your own beat.
So I want to be original about it. And then so I was like, how do I figure that out? And I was like, because no one's ever really talked about them in a discovery form of it. It's all been like, my wife does this, and me, I started talking about it. I was like, dude, I didn't know this. Did you know this? And then like, I didn't know that. Yeah, Like, I had this one. Like the opening line is I just found out that where all my shit never belonged there.
That's good. Yeah. I laughed at just like a premise too, but it's a funny premise. That's awesome.
And then you go into the divulging. It's like
my girlfriend's about to move in, so that made me think like, like she's telling me she wants to put stuff here and I have to move it.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I go because it's funny because they always call us messy. They're like, you're so messy, and it's like, no, I'm not messy. That's where that went before you got here.
Right.
It's like that.
I have a system.
Yeah, that's this place. And now now everything has a new address. And
is that a thing that men are where we're like, even if we like, I'm not really messy, but if we are, we put things and then they're there, so we know they're there. And then women are kind of like, I'm going to take this and use it and then put it down and I'll go do something else. Like, because my friend Joe is saying that about his wife. And then my girlfriend's like that. Like, she just picks something up to use it and then she puts it down somewhere. And she's like, where is it? And I'm like, well, if you had a spot, like my place is, like, I have my keys and my wallet go by my bed, like on my nightstand. That's where they go, so I don't lose them. When I need to leave, there's the things I need, and I take them.
Yeah.
But she's like, oh, they're in this purse, and then I threw it over there, and like, I don't know, I was tired, and I put it down. I'm like, what the fuck? If you just put it back, like if you just have this little mini rigid structure, you'll find where they go.
But no, more to your point, I like, because I was writing about this too. Like it's we're guys are about convenience. So the places that they're at are where it's convenient at. Of course, it's next to my bed because I wake up and I got to get up and I grab and I don't even think. I don't even open my eyes and I'm like, all right, put my wallet in my pants pocket. Like everything is where it should. Like I have this whole joke about my toothbrush. It's on the sink. But now when she lives there, it's not on the sink anymore. It's somewhere she put it away. And I'm like, why did you put it away for? It's like, she's like, well, why is it out there? I was like, because toothbrushes need water. So that's why the fuck it's next to the toilet.
Like, it has to drink when I'm not here or it'll die.
Yeah. Well, now the toothbrush, you put it closer to the door. That's 4 feet that I don't need to be walking in order to grab it. Like just little things.
Yeah. It's like, it's almost like a laziness. Because I'm like, also, I don't like to do big cleaning days.
I'd like to say convenience. I mean, my wife would say laziness, but
yeah, exactly, yeah. Because like I do this thing where it's like like I try to clean up as I go, or I do certain things so that I don't have to clean later. Like when she cooks, she'll explode the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like very like, no, don't put that there because then I have to wipe it later. Like if it's like
I
I'm
clean
almost
while I cook as well too. Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean some people are just like that, but I think part of it for me is it's almost like I'm doing more work to avoid work later. So I'm doing the work now, but maybe it makes more sense to just clean it later. But I'm like,
it's funny because my wife is very preventative, like that.
Oh, okay.
But she's over the toply preventative, and I'm like, okay, I'm adjusting to the system because I'm like, okay, I get it. I get that there's a give and take, so I definitely will adjust. I'm not a person that's like not gonna conform or it's like I get it. But as being a comedian and being an observer, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That's because that's what we do. We observe human regiments or patterns or whateot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I want to watch her work. This is kind of interesting. I'm learning, and that's why the whole marriage stuff is more so of me discovering and me like oh, I didn't know that. Did you guys know this? Like and I'm like so. And then it's funny because as I'm saying it, people they get it, and then or they're also discovering it with me too.
Yeah.
And then also,
or they're realizing that they've seen it, but they didn't think of it as a discovery.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I remember when I did that. I just wasn't thinking about it
she
like that.
She does that. I do that. He does that. They're always pointing at each other. And then they have a conversation after it later. They're like, I didn't even know that. And then until you said that right now. And I'm like, that's why he does that. And I'm like, yeah. So I'm over here saving marriages and shit.
Whoa.
Nah. And then, but yeah, it's
that should be your special that you make. It's saving marriages and shit.
Saving marriages and shit. I had titles. Do you have your titles of specials?
Can I pause? I have to pee so bad.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll just here. Okay, we'll be right back. Hey, we're back. I just had to pee so bad. Yeah, I forget what you were talking about. You forgot too, right?
I did. I forgot.
Something about marriage and discovery and all that stuff.
I can't remember. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay, so we're not gonna do the writing session. We'll do that next time Carlos is here. But we are going to look up a list of legacy sequels, and we're gonna rank the best. I don't know if we should just.
This is in honor of Happy Gilmore 2 coming out.
Oh yeah.
Did you see it?
No,
I haven't seen it either.
I'm going to, I'm sure, but I just haven't felt like it yet. I'm also like, I probably should watch the original again because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, a lot of people are. I mean, it's funny because people were like, "Don't watch it it'll ruin the first one." My wife was like that with Hocus Pocus. She didn't watch the second one because she was afraid it was going to ruin the first one. And I was like,
I think I'm able now to kind of go, all right, I just won't care that this other movie is there. Like I can still enjoy Empire Strikes Back. I don't have to
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, like it. Or no, I like Return of the Jedi. It's not good.
Yeah,
I think it's like a poorly written movie, but it's fun, and I love the space battle is like the best one ever. It's so fucking crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Because it looks so good. Like
I just always remember the Ewoks, and I was like, I like that. But everyone's always talking shit about it. But I was like, I like the Ewoks.
Because I saw it as a kid, like on VHS or whatever. So I just thought like, yeah, it's fine. But I was like, yeah, obviously it's stupid that they're fighting stormtroopers and they're winning. It's like they don't have a really good.
The Muppets showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know how there's a lot of stuff here.
Oh, I just seen Trainspotting 2. That wasn't actually that bad.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a more involved list than I thought it would be. I almost feel like...
Did you see 28 Years Later?
Not yet.
Oh, no? Okay.
I've never seen 28 Months Later. Or Weeks.
Weeks, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, they skipped months, didn't they?
Yeah, they skipped months, went to years. Yeah, it's crazy because the second one is star-studded cast by accident. You know, because they were all earlier in the cruise. It's Jeremy Renner, Rose Byrne, Idris Elba, Imogene Poots, and Robert Carlyle.
Wow!
And so it's actually, I was like, oh shit, there's a ton of people in this movie. I forgot all about that.
It's kind of cool to see one of those movies. I mean, Interstellar's like that because you have Paul
Timothy Chalamet.
Timothy Chalamet's like mini Casey Affleck.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? He was in that? You know?
Yeah, hella people.
Yeah.
That's another good. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go off.
Yeah.
Interstellar though. I guess they were talking about how like, you know, the last thing to grow was corn, and at the baseball game that's why there's popcorn and there's it's just all corn products all over the place. And
right.
Yeah. So
it's like the last thing they can get to. Yeah. Everyone just, that's kind of what America is. I mean,
corn syrup and shit like that. Everything is just there. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
You said something too about 28 weeks later, 28 months later.
Yeah.
They were, the movie has got a different tone, right? But the opening intro, is shot by Danny Boyle. So that feels like the first movie.
Oh, weird.
That's why.
So he guest directed part of it, or is it just footage from the first movie?
Just the intro. No, it's the second movie, but it's just the intro. And
I got to rewatch the first one because I think I only saw it in the theater.
Oh, it's so good.
Which is a long time ago now.
Funny thing about that is the movie that I seen in the because I seen it in the theater as well.
Yeah,
it was shot like, and it had the frames per second of like British television. You know, like I think are they 60p or is it
They're like 30.
30?
Or no.
It's more smooth.
No, it's like 25.
25 or 24.
Well, they're off by a little bit because it's like we're 24 or 23.98. 23.98. And then theirs is like 25 point something.
And it gives it that like master dinner theater kind of play look.
Well, that's like 30 or more, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because it.
But that's and that's some stuff. Like if you watch new Doctor Who, you don't get that. You know?
Oh, okay. I'm talking about like old British television, like where it's like that. Right. Yeah, so it's like 30% again.
Yeah.
So that's how it was in the theater.
Okay.
So it gave it like this more grimier, grittier, real feel kind of to it. It was kind of like, what the fuck is that? Because when you watch those things, it looks realer, or more real, I should say, realer. And then that'd be a good podcast name for the movie podcast, The Reeler, or
Real and Reeler,
Real Talk.
Yeah, I think that's been done.
That's been done.
There's like Real Blend Cinema. Yeah, there's a bunch of those. I don't know.
But yeah, no. It's still good. It's good. I recently watched it not too long ago though. But I changed because now you could change the TV to do that, to smooth motion. And
I hate smooth motion.
I hate it too.
I hate going to a Best Buy. That would happen for years. I'd be like, "What's wrong with these TVs?" And they're selling it like, "Isn't this great?" I'm like, "No, you're ruining The Dark Knight right now."
Yeah,
I don't want to see it like a soap opera.
It looks like a soap opera.
It takes away all the drama and the feel and the.
It doesn't look real. It's not a film. It doesn't look like a film. It looks like a
right.
Like it's weird.
You gave it like a gloss finish. Like it's ugly.
I don't like it either. But the only in that film I like it.
Yeah.
And I changed it on that.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't even know if we can make this list. I feel like we needed to do research because I found like IMDb lists and there's like 100 listed.
Jesus. Legacy sequels? Damn.
Well, okay.
Or just
maybe we could just go through the list really quick for fun and just kind of comment because I don't know if we can make. Because number one on here is Top Gun Maverick.
That's a good legacy sequel.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
I think they did an awesome job of like, hitting all the stuff and feeling like the classic movie, but not, kind of having its own. I mean, the plot is pretty stupid. It's like Death Star run, whatever. But who cares? Yeah. Like it's a fun, like it brought people back to the movies, when we needed it after COVID, I feel like. So
and it also the way that they introduced a younger cast and did a way better job than Bad Boys did. Because they were like, because it's like, hey, we got to get younger so we can keep people in the theaters. And and then the way they handled it was a lot more class intact.
Yeah, it was like they got good actors who were established and like Miles Teller and Glenn Powell. Mm-hmm. That was probably his first thing.
And then Bill Pullman's son.
Oh, he's in that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't even know he had a son. I mean, I guess he would have, but
yeah, Bill Pullman's son's in the Thunderbolts. He's what you call it? What's his name? The Sentinel or Sentry.
That's him?
Yeah, that's his son. Yeah.
Because Kurt Russell's son is the agent. Yeah.
But a thing about
interesting.
One thing about Maverick though is people all say they saved the theater, they saved movies, but I was like, no, fucking Quiet Place 2 did. When Quiet 2 came back, when that was the first one to come out, and everyone went and seen it. Now it didn't make as much money as. Do
you mean 2 or do you mean the prequel one? The one that was like right.
That's those two because there's only 2 right now. Quiet Place 1 and 2.
There's Quiet Place
3, that's right,
Part 1, 2, and then
I'm sorry because Quiet Place 3 is coming out. They just announced it.
Right. Yeah, but it'll be the 4th in the franchise.
Yes. Yeah.
But I love the Quiet Place
day one.
The day one thing.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
It was so good. It was like because that filmmaker, I think it's the same guy that made Pig or something like that, which I haven't seen, but. He's like actually a filmmaker, and there's so much like showing and not telling. Like it feels like a movie, and I was impressed because I kind of thought, oh, this is gonna be like a dumb spin-off, and I'm gonna hate this. And I was like, I love this. This is so fucking good.
Yeah.
And it has the Human Torch in it.
Joseph something. I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I can't remember right now.
But yeah, no. So because Quiet Place 2 was supposed to come out, and then the pandemic hit. It was coming out March 20th or something like that. Because I was dying to go see it.
Okay.
And we all got shut in on like the 17th or something like that, right? It was the weekend that it was going to come out that weekend, and I was really excited to see it, and it didn't come out. I was like, shit. And then we had to wait a whole year for it to finally come out, and when it did,
I don't even remember this.
Everybody went and seen it, and that was like the first time people were getting into the movie theaters and going. And
the first time I went back was Tenet.
Was Tenet? I went to Tenet too.
I went, and there was like 6 people, and I was wearing a mask, and I was alone in El Dorado Hills, and I was just like,
really? It was over in El Dorado Hills? I drove all the way to Santa Cruz to go watch it.
Wow.
It was only playing at certain theaters.
Yeah. I went to the Regal in El Dorado Hills, and I would just like, I don't care. I want to see this. And I remember like they had that weird sound issue at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Christopher Nolan has like bad sound stuff going on. Like I don't know. His excuse is like, well, I mixed it for different. Like everyone mixes for different shit. Why is this fucked up?
Yeah. Like
you can have a regular theater mix and an IMAX mix or whatever.
That's one that I kind of really didn't like actually too. I wasn't a big fan of Tenet.
Yeah. That's his Bond movie though. That's like his.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, Inception, like he has that ski sequence and then, but this one, that was supposed to like his spy thriller,
Yeah.
And that's what I think, like his action scenes are okay, but it's just not.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was like, I got to watch this again.
Yeah.
And then I never did.
I don't know if we can do this because we're just going to keep going on tangents.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
We should have made the list. We'll have to do another episode.
Uh-huh.
We'll do that. Like when you're back, we'll just have homework to make. We'll make our 5 like worst and best.
Yes.
And then we can go through those and that'll be a whole episode.
Boom. That'll work. I'm down with that.
Okay. All right. We're going to wrap it up. Is there anything you want to tell people about or whatever?
When do you put it out?
It'll be next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. So then I will be in.
It'll be see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. I'll be at Laughs in Tucson the 22nd and the 23rd. I think that's the Friday and the Saturday. Of August.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to be, I'm somewhere else too. I don't even know. I just know that off the top of my head. Okay, that's fine.
You do spots in Vegas all the time, though,
I do spots in Vegas all the time.
Just get hit up and
and go and do LA Comedy Club or Brad Garrett's Comedy Club all over the place. I have a podcast as well. I got one coming out with me and my wife coming out.
Oh.
I'm announcing it here. So
like a full like a series or just one episode with her?
No, we're gonna do a series because I had my life in rambles, but she's because that's what was my podcast. Then me and Ernst have one called "You're on the List," where we cultivate top 10 lists.
Okay,
and then and then we have another all ins and but me and her, so we watch movies together, and she has anxiety, and I found out that this is a trait people that have anxiety do is they tend to research the movie while you're watching it. And I can't stand that. So I'm like, be in it so you can enjoy the twist or enjoy it. And they don't. The reason why they don't like it because they need to know what's going on and what's happening. So they don't
she researches the plot.
Or even like, let's say it's a true story. She's like, she'll go on the deep dive while we're having it going on.
I'll research, but I'll be like, who's that guy? Who else directed? Or who directed this? What else did they make? Like that's what I will research during it. Which I only do at home. If I'm at the theater, I don't do that. But at home, I'll be like on IMDb looking up like, oh, okay, what's Rotten Tomatoes? What was the box office? Like, I just have to know all these things. Like, did this movie, was it successful? Will there be more? Like, you know?
Yeah, no, for real. Like, I'll go on a deep dive afterwards. But like, or sometimes there's be an actor. I'm like, what? I've seen them before. I can't. And I'll try to get it. And if I can't get it, I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to look. But she'll like, she'll research and she'll like start
She's
going
on Wikipedia and reading articles.
Yeah. And she's like, how much was the budget for this?
Can you rewind?
Yeah. And that's what happens all the time. Yeah. And especially like even true stories or movies that are inspired by true events, and she'll go and she'll deep dive right there, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're gonna be so upset what happens about how much." And I was like, "Shut up!" So I was like, you know what, we should do a podcast where we'll just call it We Search, and
We Search,
that's good because we'll just research any random town. Oh shit!
The mailman. Fuck this shit.
Someone just walked by with their dog, I think. Oh yeah.
He doesn't like that either.
But like, we'll take a random city. It doesn't have to be a big city, and we'll just do a deep dive on that city and about what movies were filmed there, what actor might live there or come from there, and just go deep in history and also crime. Big into crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. We'll check that out.
Yes, that'll be it.
And you can follow at Epic Tiki, at Luke Soin. We're still making Hell Gig. It's just we're looking for a budget, and if you have money and you're an independently wealthy person, you want to give us 1.4 million, whatever it was, in our budget. We need it, and we're gonna make this movie, and we're making shorts. Whatever. You guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you now. Bye.